I guess it's time for us to begin. And goodness gracious, I'm still a little, excuse me, under the weather, but I have plenty of water. Nice water from my fridge. In a my congestion is so bad today. Maybe I need my nasal spray. It's over on my nightstand, which I could walk over and get it, but I'll do that in a little bit. So where is? There it is. And as you can see, we already have a little gremlin on the wall. Oh, not that one. There it is. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. So we haven't power washed in almost a month.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. The last semester I just had was it was very busy, and this semester will also be busy, but most of it will be in like the first half. So until I hit about, where's my schedule? There's my calendar. So let's see, month. Cool. So excuse me. We're on April 30th. It's gonna hit May 1st tomorrow. But basically, the first week of June is when. Oh, thank you, Zachy, for that Dr. Pepper. All right, cool. I'm glad. Thank you for the pickle.
The pickle.
The pickle. Once it hits about June 4th, that's when my I'll be 2 classes I have will finish. And then after that, it's like my class schedule gets very weird. I'm still trying to figure it out because like I have like assignments due Wednesday, Friday, or like Monday, typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and like a lot of them. And then once I hit that June 4th or so, that's when I'll basically have like maybe 2 or 3 assignments a week. But it's more like, and I'm still trying to like figure this out because I'm like, what the heck? I've never had like, these are all upper level courses too. They're all 3 credit classes. So I take 5 classes. 3 of them are 3 credits, and then 1 is a 2 credit, and the other is a 1 credit class. But the those 2 smaller credit classes, they're going to be they're first block ones. So I only take them for the first half of the semester, and then they finish, and then they get dropped. So they'll just have 3 classes, which is like a religion class, a performance class, or a broadcasting class, and then like a film class. So I'll just be down to those 3, which will actually be really nice because those 2 classes, just the religion and the no, actually I'm dropping the religion. It's not the religion. Sorry, it's an ethics. It's an ethics and legal class that I'm taking. So like copyright and intellectual properties and stuff like that. So point being is that, boy howdy, there's the first couple weeks until the first week in June, it'll be busy, and then once it hits the second, like after that, just like it drops off.
You're gonna be so busy.
Yeah, it's just the one I'm not looking forward to are my film classes. I just want to be done with film classes. I hate them with a passion.
Understandable.
So, because it's the process of trying to it's the process of trying to get people's schedules lined up, and so you're just like panicking. But it is what it is. So,
I believe in you. You can do this.
Thank you. There it is. Now I'm lurking on your channel. All right, so I need to open up my power wash. Let's see,
Because I believe we're using your game.
Yeah. Oh, my nose.
We're getting you through the story. Oh no.
I just need to go. So I've been using a prescription like nasal spray that I've had left over from when I was really sick in last year, like in November or something like that. And yeah, I've been using that, but then I also got a nasal spray that was just like, it was just saline. And I'm like, I've just been trying to use that a little more, and it has been pretty nice. So it just makes me, when I blow my nose, like, it actually does very well, much because it's not medicine, it's literally just salt water. So, well, let's see. There's that. We'll move that right there. And then the game is open, so let me just, excuse me. I just need to get that nasal spray.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's the only thing keeping me, like, sane right now. Because I have a box of tissues next to me. I always keep a box of tissues near my desk because I tend to get runny noses often. It sucks.
Oh no.
So, but we are okay. All right. Let's see. See, we have some other music. Could do that. Need some nice chill vibes, chill music. Wait, I'm putting this on. This should be over here on this side, and then this should be up here above my monitor. Excuse me.
Hey, Rana.
Cool, and then it's like I want to get a better playlist of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes good, by the way.
Excuse me. Let's see. There are the levels, and now, why am I floating?
Ooh.
I'm not floating. You were on top of my head. Yeah, that'll do it.
I was being silly while you were dealing with your tissues.
Whoa, word. It's
Oh,
the ramping physics in this game.
Did you forget about them?
I did. There's a gnome up here? Well,
Yeah, every level has a gnome on it.
well, the gnome just fell horribly.
Yeah, I believe there's actually a challenge where you clean the whole thing without disrupting the gnome or something.
Interesting. How do you go about doing that?
Very carefully.
I
I'm
see.
far too aggressive with my cleaning to try it, so.
You know, it do be like that sometimes. I like to think I'm very.
That's a
I'm
cool
like,
challenge, but I could not.
I like to think that I'm pretty, like. I like to think that I'm pretty safe or like gentle when it comes to cleaning.
Mm-hmm. Dipshit idiot.
Yo, the
And no, there
dipshit
are
idiot.
no song redeems. I'm sorry.
There we are. Man, because I remember our last one, there was so much going on during that stream, like in terms of what we're talking about, just all of what we were cleaning. I think we did the tree
Yeah.
house.
Oh, the treehouse, yeah. Ooh.
That was a nightmare. And then for those that don't remember at all, who are here that remember, we swapped our highlighting colors to white. It was a mistake.
Yeah, I switched it back immediately, but you kept it.
It's still white,
Oh no!
but that's only because, surprisingly, the white contrast makes it very easy to see everything because this game is very vibrant.
Yes. Like, it does work. It does, but also is...
Because if you get past the third grade humor of what it could look like, it makes cleaning very easy. Because you can certainly just see all the white, so to speak.
Yep. You can definitely see all the white. All the white stuff. Mm-hmm.
All the white stuff.
Of course. Oh, I found an
Hell yeah. Ooh. That's right, I ever loved this song. See, I was... the Wizard reached out to me. It was like, hey,
Yeah?
were you planning on commissioning something this month? And I was like... Or just commissioning something? Like, maybe. Because I told him I wanted to get another one done the following month. But then I had to pay for some things that came up. I'm like, I can't really do it. It's like, no problem. Like, okay, so we'll try for next month. I'm like, okay, cool. And so he reaches out to me again, but I was away with family, so, you know, I didn't really see his message. So, excuse me. It reaches out again, and I'm like, all right, well, I think I could probably, maybe I commission something next month. So, I'm trying to figure out what I want to commission. But there's an idea I do have, which is just for it's like a full body piece for a poster I want to make for one of my future VO things. That just see how we could do it. So, you know, entirely safe for work, so.
Yeah. Great. He's so sweet.
So. Yeah, he does great work. So, the other idea was one that was not entirely the work related. So that's the other. That was the figurehead. Come on, where are you? Is it in the mouth? All right. There we are.
For a second, I thought you said finger and mouth. I'm like, what is happening up there?
Pain.
Understandable.
Damn. You missed a spot.
Excuse me.
That's what somebody
Oh,
says.
there. Pat, hey.
There we go. We got the figurehead. It is me, Ash, but it is also you. I like to think.
Oh, you.
What was that?
I'd like to assume. Could be someone using their account, who knows?
Yeah. Come on, Discord. Let me hit the 5 volume. There it is. I'm like, if it doesn't hit a 5, I can't do that volume level.
It was like, now you gotta work.
There's just... Hot and Stash,
Aw,
thank you so much for the follow. We are having fun. I'm just a little sick at the moment. I have a head cold that I'm pretty sure I got from my good buddy Nova when I was in Texas. Thank you, Ash.
Don't saved it just for you.
Don't be sick. Yeah. Okay. All right. Why did I think of that?
Yeah, just tell it to stop.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Because you're silly.
Yeah. Come on. Shows little spots. Oh, it's right
I love
there.
how that's everyone's reaction to you saying I'm sick. They're like, just
don't
stop.
Be. Just don't be. He's just a little guy. I'm just a little guy.
He is. Even though he's like very tall, but he's just a little guy.
Just a little guy. I'm like 6'3", but like I'm just a little. I may be physically imposing because I'm so tall. But, like, don't worry about it.
Like, that's just still wild to me how tall you are, because I'm
Yeah.
5'2". Good God.
I can pick you up and just... Oh, I went to the stratosphere.
You could, yeah.
You're 5'1". Rip Ash. Oh, it's all the gunk in the mouth. There we
Ooh.
go. Who's the figureheads up top?
Doesn't sound hygienic.
It's... no. Yeah, no, it's just, it's funny because when Val is 6 foot tall of handsome and awesomeness. No you, Kilo. What's going on, buddy?
My sweet boy.
Our sweet boy.
Did we have a kid that I don't know about?
Adopted.
Ah, of course. How silly of me.
It's like, well, how is he adopted if I was the one who bore him? It's like, don't worry about it. Oh, this house is still covered in white. Oh, Val? Yes. Yes, Ash. Oh, Ash. I'm Val's adopted son. My favorite adopted son.
How many adopted children do you have?
Ooh, don't worry about it. How are you so tall?
That means I forgot.
What do you mean, how am I so tall?
Yeah, how'd you get so tall?
Genetics. And drinking lots of milk.
Let's see.
And I ate my vegetables.
I actually hate drinking milk, so that might explain the predicament I am in.
It's the best way to get calcium.
Ugh.
And calcium is necessary for strong bone development. That's why all my bones are so strong, so beefy.
Toki, hi.
Hell yeah. Like, yeah, no, I drank a lot of milk growing up, and I doubt that was a contributing factor to me being so tall. But it's just something that my family always jokes about. It's like, how are you so... Because, like, even my mom was, like, 5'8" or 5'9".
Mm.
And so we always joked about that, yeah, no, the only reason we're so tall, like, all the guys, all my family... Because I don't have any sisters. I'm the youngest of 4 brothers.
Oh my god, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. And there I go. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. And so... Oh, my word. It's just... Alright, cool. That was wonderful. Come here, you. I missed a spot. That is highly unhelpful.
Where? Yes.
Everywhere.
Oh no. Toki said I drink milk every day growing up, but I'm 4'11". Oh no.
That's the other thing. Is you just need good genes.
Like Levi's?
I'm more of an Old Navy guy.
Thank you for going with me on that.
Their jeans, I've been wearing their jeans since I was in high school. That's also because, like, I only get their jeans when they're, like, half off. It's like buy two, get two.
Hmm.
Small.
You call me small?
Ain't nothing wrong with being small. Pint-sized. Fun-sized. Whatever you want to call it. The amount of times I get asked, how's the weather up there? Never ending. How have I been?
Start charging them.
I start charging. How's the weather up there? And I spit on them and I say, it's raining.
You could.
I could.
You definitely could do that.
Though I'm not spitting on people. I don't know who's into that.
True. I was about to actually point that out. Because people are freaks, man.
People are freaks.
I swear, those years that we were all just stuck inside our houses, that made us even more freaky and weird, honestly.
Honestly, real. Like, excuse me. What do you mean, I mean?
Oh, I can't wait for Toki to send the, They have this one emote that I love, which I think is just them stealing panties.
But why, though?
Because it's a cute emote.
Fair enough. Like,
Yeah, that one!
oh my word. Like, there are certainly people who have interesting tastes. Far be it from me to judge them. However, people who like spitting, I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll tell you that.
All things considered.
I mean, it's not the worst thing they could be into. So,
Well, it's one of those things you're in a relationship, you find out like either in the heat of the moment or just it happens like randomly, just like, hey yo.
I feel like that's one of the things you need to talk to your partner about. Personally,
Well,
'cause
no, like it's an accident kind of thing.
oh, where they didn't know they were into that, and they're like, oh no,
Yeah.
I've unlocked something.
Manny, you have returned. Welcome, buddy. Ah, hell yeah, that's so clean. What's like?
Also, Toki, thank you for the bits.
What's like? I found out I don't like biting. That's not fun for me.
Huh.
I'm not.
Understandable.
I'm
Some
not
people are into that.
What was that?
Some people are into that. I understand.
It's been like since August. Yeah, it has. Where have you been? All right.
Typing.
Like, I'm just personally not into biting. I found that out, and I'm like, nope, I don't like that.
Hmm.
Or like,
Understandable.
or like, at least on the like, I personally don't like that. I know people I've been with. They're like, yeah, they like it. I'm like, okay, cool. Or like another one is, what is it? Whispering in the ear that people really like.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also don't like that.
Really?
It's just, and hear me out. It just it feels to me like somebody's just blowing hot air into my ear, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because the
It
thing
makes
is,
it seem like while you were gone, you were going on an adventure to find your likes and dislikes.
no, that was not it. I was with family. I was with family last week, and then I was in Dallas hanging out with friends. Like, none of that was going on, I can assure you that.
I wouldn't judge you, you know. You're allowed to go
Yeah.
adventure, have fun.
I was on business.
You were on business time.
I was on business for Dallas, and then when I was in Vegas back home, that's when I was hanging out with family. But it was just like I was thinking about, because I'm like Twitter's gotten like in the past 2 weeks since I've been off Twitter, just hanging out with friends and family. Twitter's gotten so much hornier for whatever reason.
Really?
What?
Has it?
Yes, I feel like it has. Cause like I either see these like thirst posts, or I see like you'll see like a drawing or whatever that somebody made. It's like it was like, ah yes, how like
The horny.
slowly making love, and then the other one's like, but also we're like at each other's throats. I'm like, what the hell kind of relationship is that? And so and then,
Oh,
then
I,
you,
I think that might have been my repost. I'm so sorry.
oh my word. And then but like it's and then you get the response of like me and who else? It's like good job
Oh,
outing
that
your
was my repost.
oh my word. Like it's not inherently bad. I'm just saying it's like bold to be horny on maid. Horny on maid, let's go. But like
Well, I'm always horny on main. That's my brand.
I was gonna say you're just unapologetically yourself, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I remember well the thing is I feel like the bots are look, I keep my horniness in I keep that in check. I'm like I am very much a there is a time for work and there's a time for fun, and now is a time for work.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
And then people are
But
like
horny is my work.
they're like Val, what is your horny, Val? And I'm like, ah yes, tax spreadsheets. That's honestly it. That's what gets me going. Excel?
Understandable.
I love Excel. You kidding me? Nothing makes me a happy man like Excel.
Good old taxes, you know?
Well, like, I mean, taxes are okay to do, but it's just like, yeah, sex is fine, but have you ever, like, you ever just organize your expenses in a 4-page, like, spreadsheet?
Yes. And my husband's like, okay, so I'm having a hard time keeping up with this, but you have fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And I'm like, that's all I need.
No, not the Excel, Val. Your
control
age
this.
is showing. What do you mean my age is showing? I just turned 25.
He's just a baby.
Do I sound older than... Oh, no. Yeah, I just turned 25
just
on
a
the
baby.
25th. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. I turned 25 on the 25th. That's really funny. Just the freaking, like, message you sent me when it was, like, approaching my birthday, and it was, Johann Liebert from Monster just holding a cat. It's the funniest thing. Okay, but, like,
I forgot I had done that.
it was really funny. But, like, as I was, going on about Excel, let me tell you something. Like, what gets me going as a man, seeing embedded, not seeing embedded freaking formulas. You just need formulas. Formulas are what you need in Excel. You wouldn't instantly shuts that off the moment I see just hard coded numbers in Excel. That's gross. You can have like data that you have like a data sheet that you pull from, but if all of your formulas are derived from hard coded data, my goodness, I'm going to slap someone. Because, like, that's how you
I'm
mess
learning
up...
so much about you, Val.
That's how you mess up your spreadsheets. Because, like, the thing is, so, the first week... Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, it is. Formulas in Excel, you kidding me? Standard deviation. It's so... VLOOKUP formulas, HLOOKUP formulas. That way you can properly fill out indexes and search inquiries inside Excel. It's good. It's good. I'm just saying. Like,
So happy late birthday to you and Toki.
ah, thank you. And yeah, yours is the 28th. Hell yeah, April babies. See, because I have a twin brother, I was born a month early. So.
Do you blame him for that?
No, I blame biology.
You
Because-
could blame your sibling, though. Just saying.
What good would that do?
You make it seem like he planned it somehow, the way you said it.
Wait, how did I say it?
You kind of made it seem like you were blaming him a little.
Oh, no, not at all.
Like, I was born early because of him, is the vibe you gave.
Oh, because of my twin brother. Oh. So, because I have a twin brother, and because we're twins are most commonly born premature.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Space.
yeah. Supposed to be born in May, but no. It is what it is. But I'm glad I was born in April.
Yeah, why's that?
Oh, I just like April. April's a good month.
It's a good month.
It's a really nice month in terms of weather and things like that. Taurus gang, hell yeah. I'm not one into like astrology or tarot, but like Taurus be funny. Oh, but yeah, Excel. Sorry, Excel. Just when you've used Excel as much as I have, you understand. You just understand. Excel is built different. Like, Willow, when was the last time you used Excel?
It's been a hot minute.
Chat, when's the last time you used Excel? Because, like, Excel, it's busted, as the kids say.
As the kids say.
As the kids
You're still
say.
young. You're still one of them.
Technically, so are you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, budgeting's like the best way you can use it for. Not to mention, like, one of the best ways you can use Excel is for, one of the best ways you can use Excel is for calculating loan rates and payment plans.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that. Like, if you spent an hour just learning about Excel, that is a choice that you can make that will permanently change your life for the better. Like, all jokes aside, Excel is a fantastic program. That just, it has very, very good professional application. You know, I like Excel. It's a very good thing. Everything in it works. Basically, the only limitation to Excel is simply your knowledge about the software.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at the start of every semester, or just typically every 4 months, I evaluate and I look at my budget. I'm like, okay, how much am I making? What am I spending things on new? You know, what new plans do I have to make to save for? So, like, there was this trip, so I had to include that in my budget. Then it was like, okay, well, what else we got? Well, I also need to pay some of my credit cards. Okay, cool. My rent, my insurance. You know, what else? And so, it's just a lot of that. Just, it's good planning.
Honestly, that sounds so nice. I might actually start fidgeting with that soon. Because I find it so soothing to just do that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about you, but it soothes my anxiety.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason I love working in it. Because it sounds so dumb, but it's one of the few ways I derive satisfaction and peace is, like, I'll be on the verge of a mental breakdown because I just am so unsure about my finances. And I'll plug it all into Excel and figure it out like that, and you know, everything will work out and make sense, and it calms me down. So, Excel is a software that it does exactly what you need it to do. You just have to know how to use it properly.
I just need to learn it. Understandable.
Yeah. There we are. Not to mention organization as well. Like, knowing how to use proper lookup tables or lookup formulas when you create tables and search optimization things. Oh, super nice. Like, I was tasked with basically creating an entire inventory system, and, you know, the best way I came about doing it was make a lookup thing where if you typed in, and it's not case sensitive, so you can type in whatever and it'll typically pull it up, but you do have to be specific. And so the way how it was run was if you need to look up a specific part or something to see if we had it or not, it was just you go into Excel, type it in, gave you a ton of different information. You can make filters. So it's very, very satisfying to use.
Sounds really nice.
It's very nice. Hell, I'm pretty sure you can run Doom on XL.
I'd like to see that.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that grime come right off. So what has been new in the world of Willow? You get that, Grime Val? Thank you, Toki.
Heck yeah, Toki.
I appreciate
But
that.
I guess currently, it's my daughter's last week in the States,
Oh.
and I'm spending as much time as I can with her in between, her going to hang out with her friends and her other family members and all that.
Of course.
But
Where's she going?
she's going to England.
Oh.
Her husband's in the military, so
Oh, dang.
he finally secured some housing for her. So
Wow, that's neat. I'm surprised they haven't
it's
been...
worrying, but it's fine.
England's a fine place to live if you're in the U.S. military. So, most American air bases are pretty good. Val, why would you do this to us? What to you? Hello.
What have you
Emma.
done, Val?
I don't know. Talk about XL.
Possibly.
It is so clean. Ah. I see.
Just wait until Val has to look and see how much grime is left.
Hell yeah. That's the thing. It's just, you just take it step by step. You don't have to constantly take a step back and look at the big picture every time. It's like, the house, Temple's gonna be there whether you like it or not. Thank you, Amon, for all that. Yeah, honestly, I'm a bit biased. Nellis Air Force Base, great air base. That's one in Las Vegas. Miramar, which is in San Diego, very nice. So, but San Diego has, I believe, they have. Thank you for the bonk, Amon. They have both a U.S. Air Force base or an Air Force base, and they have a very big Navy base. Because at least in Miramar, that is where they actually do the Top Gun training.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember if her husband's, I think Air Force, but I can't remember if it's Air Force or Navy. Pretty sure it's Air Force.
What does he do?
Good question.
I see.
He hasn't really told me about that stuff.
That's fair.
Because he's mostly just doing this for his family.
Of course.
He's not passionate about it.
And that's what a lot of people tend
And
to
he's
do.
also doing it for, the benefits that his wife, my daughter, can get. And I'm just like, okay. I'm sorry you don't get to do what you find a joy in, but I appreciate you doing this.
It sets you up well. It requires a certain amount of dedication. Like,
Yeah.
I was I was told to apply for a job recently that I was initially, excited at the prospect of applying for, but in my eyes, I ultimately didn't apply for it because I realized I focused far too much on the money aspect of it, and I focused far too much on the money aspect of it and job stability more than I would actually enjoy it. Because I don't want to work as a plumber.
Yeah.
It's not what I like doing.
That's understandable.
If I was working a different trade, maybe I don't want to work as a plumber.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's not the nicest job, you know.
it pays pretty decently. Not to mention
Yeah,
just
it's great pay. It's just
it's I personally I can't do my job well if I don't enjoy it. Because
exactly.
I'm not going to give sub quality work, you know, for a job that I don't care for. Or rather, I'm not going to give like top quality work for a job I don't care for, because like if I don't care for the job, then why am I doing it? I certainly know a lot
You
of
know,
people.
kind of the same mindset.
Yeah, I know a lot of my family who has that mindset. I'm just like, I work a job that I love. I make my own hours. Sure, it doesn't pay the most, but like, you know, I love what I do.
Yeah.
And that's the yeah. All my brothers are working trades. They didn't go to college.
Mm.
You know, and one of my brothers is like, yeah, no, the course I'm taking is basically equivalent to a bachelor's degree. I'm like, no, it's not. But go off, King.
Did you say that to him?
No, I have a little more tact. I said, okay, all right.
I didn't know if y'all were the type of family who were okay with that sort of openness.
It depends. Depends on the family member.
Ah, I see.
So it's like I don't think any like college is for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
College requires a level of self-discipline that just many people don't have. So even if you have a full ride, that's still you have to make the choice. Anarchy.
Anarchy. Like, I
Yeah.
definitely stuck it out college, but I hated every fucking second of it. It was like pulling fucking teeth, honestly.
Yeah, and for some like it's college is one of those things where it's like you need to understand
Ooh,
why
nice.
you're going, because that's the problem why people have bad experiences with college. It's like, yeah, if you go and you don't know what you want to do, of course you're gonna have a miserable time. But you know, college is supposed to help you if you know what you're gonna do. But if you don't know what you're
Yeah.
going to do, it's merely just going to cost you your time and your money. Because if you can reasonably do without college, with what you specifically want to do, then don't do college. You know?
Yeah. Like, I went through college because
Oh,
I had to. My family said you will get a full ride with anything, how many ever degrees and years you want. You just have to stick to it. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I can do whatever I want. I can choose whichever I want. And I did. I fucking hated every second of it, but
damn! I
I
would have
still
loved that.
fucking. It's nice. It was very nice and very generous of my family, but I hate it.
Yeah, I'm $40,000 in debt.
I would happily have traded it to you, honestly.
No, trust me. Student debt is a special kind of debt because you can't get rid of student debt unless some like.
I just would not have gone personally because I'm not using my fucking degrees for anything.
What's your degree?
Psychology and
Psych-
arts.
Psychology. Did you ever want to become a psychologist or like a therapist?
Yep. I wanted to be an art therapist who helped people with specific kinds of trauma who could not properly talk through it.
Huh?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. For basically people who couldn't, sit down and talk through everything that they had been through. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to help those people.
Yeah, makes complete sense. So what happened?
I actually had an accident that led me to be a little bit not as able-bodied as I used to be.
Ah, okay.
And that kind of just destroyed everything. and now I'm just a tree on the internet.
Aren't we all just trees on the internet?
I also went to college for cosmetology, so I do a bit of that on the side, but yeah.
Well, heck yeah.
Because they wanted me to have a serious career, quote unquote, and a backup career. So that's why I had the art therapist and then
Uh-huh.
the nail technician.
Ooh, yo, that buttress looking... Oh! Me when the buttresses are flying. Oh, Gothic architecture. You are funny.
Shit fine as fuck.
What was that?
Shit fine as fuck.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Our
All
Lady.
my Sims houses have it.
Notre Dame be like, damn, that's one fine cathedral.
Damn.
Hell yeah, Gothic architecture. Come on, get up there. There you are.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Hell yeah. Like, my best friend...
Parkour.
Hell yeah. My best friend was graduated with a psychology degree. So,
Ooh, nice,
and,
nice.
like, he loves it. But for him, he wanted to be a therapist. Not exactly a psychologist, but just a therapist. And he's currently in his master's program trying to do that.
It was tough for me because I just, like, I love knowing all the stuff I do, but I think just school in general, it's just tough for me to sit through and
Well,
deal
sure.
with.
It's draining for sure. Not to mention when you're managing like a job on top of that and then friends, it gets very overwhelming. It's like since I'm the only one who's not in a trade, my brothers kind of give me crap for it. So, you know, it's that classic, you know, college is a liberal thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know,
Oh no.
that's a fine how do you do. I didn't ask, but
Aw. The joys of family.
I'm like, I go to one of the most conservative colleges in the country, but yeah, go off, King. So it's just super dumb in my opinion. But again, it goes
Yeah,
back.
I
It goes
understand.
back. Yeah, it goes back to the. You need to understand why. Oh, there we are. Finally, you need to understand why you're going. Because again, college isn't for everyone.
Yeah,
And
I had honestly wanted to take a gap year between high school and college, but I was
Uh-huh.
not allowed.
I took
And then
a
the constant need to perform. It was awful.
perform. Perform what?
Because I had to get very good grades, or else they would be like, well, I don't know if we can keep paying.
Ooh.
That sort of stuff.
What were you performing?
And I'm
Just
like, well,
theater?
Just I had to be good at everything. I could not get a C or lower. And that just really burnt me out.
I
So
understand it
I
completely.
think that tainted my college experience.
I think I've noticed a pattern. Those who tend to get scholarships, at least in my experience, they tend not to hold as much value in their studies, and they tend to get burnt out far easier. Because when everything's paid for, there's kind of no like incentive, in my opinion. There's no rush. And that's just what, you know, the people the friends I've had that have gotten full rides. It's like, unless you're paying for it yourself or taking out a student loan, it tends to be, you don't really take as much value in it because it's like, oh, somebody else paid for it. You know, there's no satisfaction. There's not as much satisfaction, rather, you know, and not as much pressure. Because, like, for me, if I fail, I'd have to retake a class. I'd have to take out more loans. I'd have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm certainly not saying that's your case. I'm just saying I've noticed that a lot of people who tend to have scholarships and have college paid for, those tend to be the ones that get burnt out the most. College, like I said, college is just, it's a goofy thing.
Everyone.
It's not for everybody, and especially if people are like saying, "Oh yeah, I'll pay for your school. I'll do all that." And it's like, but there's stipulations. Like, then why do it? Because clearly you're not doing it.
I did not know about the stipulations till already, you know, jumping into it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no,
I'm in danger.
oh no. Yeah, basically.
It's just scummy too. Like, I basically, when I have children, I'm basically going to be creating a college fund for however many kids I have, with the idea that, all right, this money you cannot touch until you turn 19, 18 or 19, because like I'm not going to make my kids go to college like immediately after high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just sucks.
It sucks so much.
Like, I took a 2-year gap after high school, but then again, I served a religious mission, and then I came home from that, and then worked for the rest of that time.
Okay.
So, I was still incredibly busy. I didn't really travel. I didn't get to go anywhere. It was, you know, it was basically work. But it wasn't school. And I far prefer work than school. So, that's just me. But the whole thing about it is, it's like, all right, here is a college fund. If you choose to go to college, there's only one college you'll basically go to, but it's a very good college. It's a college I'm going to right now. Oh no. It's a college I'm attending right now. Fantastic school, great curriculum. It's very cheap, but it's still nationally accredited. So, still very good. So it's like, hey, you're either going to go to this college or you're not going to go to college. Or rather, I won't pay for it. Just because this is a very good college, but it's still very affordable.
Yeah, which is understandable.
But it's like, I'll pay for your college, you'll have to pay for everything else.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll pay for your college so that your tuition is paid for, and then I'll give you like a monthly allowance if you need groceries or stuff like that, but everything else is on you. So you got to pay for your housing, you got to pay for your car, your phone, and all that. You know, but groceries, I can pay for that. It's like, that's on me, don't worry about that. You shouldn't have to go hungry.
Yeah.
You know, but the town I live in with the college I'm at, I'm like, if you need to get somewhere, you know, your feet are, you can walk. Everything's in walking distance.
Oh, that's very nice.
So, it's a small town of about 40,000. Or a small city.
Ah, I see.
So, and if they choose not to go to college, it's like, all right, if you don't go to college, well, I will help you use that to basically set yourself up for the future. But you can't use it to spend it on frivolous things where it's like, guess what? It's basically a large payday.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I want to make sure my kids do well in school the way I wish I would have. Because the thing is, when I was in high school, I did not have the best grades because I didn't take it seriously. I still graduated, but it wasn't until I went to college that I'm like, okay, I need to hunker down. I need to, like, make sure I'm doing everything that I need to do. Like, I have, I think, a 3.8 GPA, which is still very good. But it's like, you know, I wish I had that mentality when I was in high school.
Yeah. Oh boy. If I could go back in time with the mentality I had now with my schooling, I
Uh-huh.
would have done so much better. Oh,
Yeah.
fine.
That's the thing. It's at that point I wish my parents pushed me more.
Honestly, I wish they had pushed me less. I would have burnt out less quickly. Because they were very hard ass about everything.
Oh, I can only imagine. Guess that this buttress still has schmutz on it. Must be up there. No? Alright, we'll figure that out. Yeah, as a kid, unless it's really hard, I imagine. I mean, I don't have kids, so I can't say. It's just one of those things where, as a parent, you have to try and find the balance in pushing your kid to do well in school, while also not like fostering burnout syndrome on them.
Yeah, it's a very hard balance.
Because like it's like incentivizing. Like, you get good grades, you'll get better stuff. You don't get good grades, well, we kind of have to sit down and figure things out. But it's like, I'm not going to force you to do your homework. You need to do your homework in order to do things, but I'm not going to be like sitting there at the table with you every single night, making sure you're on doing your homework. You know,
Yeah.
certain level of trust that's going on. Kids like to be sneaky. Like, I was one of the kids where I didn't really do my homework much at home because I chose to do mine at school.
Ah, okay.
So, oh boy. Yeah, so I chose to do mine at school. Because that way when I came home, I didn't have any homework to do. You know, and
Smart.
my parents, sometimes they just didn't believe that. You're like, you just wanted to play video games. Like, no, Mom, I did my homework at school.
You have to believe me, I did at school.
I did. I didn't have anything else to do. It's like, why won't you believe me? There we are. Like, I love my parents. But they also grew up in a very old-fashioned way of education. When they were in school, pretty sure public prayer was like still a common thing.
Oh, I remember that.
In the 60s?
I went to a few Christian schools.
Oh, yeah, no, they were not Christian schools. That was just public education. This is American public education.
Yeah, unfortunately, I went through quite a few Christian schools until they said, hey, we can't have your daughter here anymore.
What happened? What did
On my
you do?
file, they had that she bites people.
Okay, so you're the biter.
Biter!
Why you biting kids?
They're being assholes!
Yeah, but biting
I was told I can't punch someone, so if they want to try and fight me, I'll bite them.
Yeah, but like biting somebody is not exactly the appropriate protocol or response.
I don't know. Like, whenever I get big feelings, I want to bite things. And when someone starts trying to punch me in the face, that's a big feeling that I did not know how to properly express. So I bit them.
Aha. So if I ever meet you, don't try and fight you, or don't try and do anything else because I'll get bitten.
Yeah, please don't try to punch me.
First of all,
I don't... Like, that's what was happening. It's... I know how to regulate myself now as a fully formed adult. But I think it was, till like just before elementary school. So everything before that
Uh-huh.
was a Christian academy.
Oh, there we are.
Which, by the way, it was so wild that kids in a Christian school were more aggressive than the public school kids.
Religion tends to do that.
Really?
Uh-huh. Haven't you heard the saying there's no love like Christian love?
No, I have not. What?
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
That's a thing?
Uh-huh. There's no love like Christian love.
I need someone to explain that, please.
So,
Uh-huh.
where is it? It's either there's no love like Christian love, or there's no love like Christian hate. No, there's no hate like Christian love. It's either or. Basically, it's that a lot of Christians,
Mm-hmm.
their way of quote unquote love tends to be much more
Uh-huh.
much more aggressive, judgmental, or condescending, or just it's not love. It's a joke that Christian love is not love. It is merely a facade to, like, it's merely a facade, because basically it's like it's hate disguised as love. And that's the
I
whole
definitely felt that, yes.
So that's why it's like there's no love like Christian love, or there's no hate like Christian love, or there's no love like Christian hate. Oh, there it is. So, right, it's up there. There it is.
Nice.
Clean my abandoned washroom. Excuse me?
Huh?
That's what the in-game messaging said.
I love the in-game messages. They're so wild sometimes.
Oh, my nose. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh?
That's oh.
Is it bad? Is it bad? Ah!
It's
It's bad.
It's pretty it's pretty grody. Nightclub
What have
conversion.
y'all done in this?
I don't swear often on stream. They shit on the walls.
No!
Oh, it's all white. It's like wall to wall.
That's terrible!
Holy cat. Where's my multi-purpose cleaner? I thank my stars that I was not born in the South. No offense.
No offense taken. Why?
Just... I would not have been able to handle the Christian denominations.
It's something.
Like... I would not have been able to handle that. Because, like... It's... Christianity has become well, Christianity was always mainstream, but, like, even more so. And it's become modernized. Corporatized, if you will. And because of that, it doesn't feel like what I grew up with. I think I'm rather fine in my religious faith, in my Christian denomination.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I also grew up in a Christian denomination where most every other Christian denomination or religion says that I am not a Christian. So I've kind of distanced myself from other Christians.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a thing that can happen?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
So...
That's...
without going into too much detail on what my faith is, we believe that God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are all separate beings, but they are at times could be one. But for the most part, they're all three separate beings. Oh, my nose is getting stuffy again. And that's the thing. Is they're like, you don't believe in the Trinity. It's like, we believe in the Trinity to a degree, but we don't, like, outright explicitly believe in the Trinity. In the aspect of, they're all the same. So, but yeah, there's a lot of, especially if you look on the internet and social media, a lot of people that call my faith a cult, like mind you, other Christian religions.
Oh.
That call my Christian faith a cult. They say that I'm not a Christian because, like, we don't worship Jesus. We worship our prophet. It's like, no, we don't. We don't worship him. It's like cool. Your ignorance is showing. But it's like, how do you gatekeep that? It's like, if you believe in Jesus Christ, are you not a Christian? Like I said,
it's so strange that it's being gatekept by Christians from Christians.
Exactly. Tony! How's my favorite osteomancer? My nose is still stuffed up. Osteomancer. It means that the bone magic.
I didn't realize they did bone magic.
There's a joke there. Yes,
I walked into that.
Yes, bone magic. Like, I don't know, raising bones from the dead. Excuse me. I don't know. I'll do magic on your bones, please. I'd rather you didn't.
Hey, yo. So a chiropractor?
Enchanted chiropractor.
Could you imagine? That'd be a hilarious VTuber concept.
A magic chiropractor?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do they have a medical license?
I want to believe they do.
Because most to all chiropractors do not have a medical degree.
Terrifying.
That's why I don't go to chiropractors, because they don't have medical degrees.
Yeah, I refuse to go to one for that reason.
They go based on good vibes.
I'm already fragile.
So you could get a license to do it. That doesn't mean you're a medical professional. Like, if you were an osteopath, meaning you are a doctor that specializes in bones, but they don't do chiropractic medicine. Like, chiropractic medicine is more of a holistic approach. And holistic medicine has no grounds in actual, like, medicine. It's the equivalent of take beetroot and your cancer will be cured. It's like, okay, no. That's not how that works.
Oh, that's worrisome.
That's what holistic medicine is. It's those who believe that we survived this long without medicine. Like, I have family in the medical field. One relative is actually an instructor. What kind of instructor? Like I said, most chiropractors tend not to be spirited. Hello, we love spirited nostalgia. Most chiropractors tend not to be doctors, because the thing is, you don't need a medical license to be a chiropractor. Man, they really just doo-dooed in the sink here, and that is gross.
Oh no.
But we love nurses in this household. Why? Because nurses are the unsung heroes of the medical world. Also, Spirited, how are you, buddy? How are you, friend? Oh my word.
Oh,
It's just trying to get these
have
sinks.
you found more awful things?
No, I was trying to clean these sinks. There we go. You're kidding me. Cool. They actually have med surge experience. Like, and I don't doubt that. It's just that, like I said, most chiropractors are not, they're not medical professionals. And that's what makes it hard to trust.
I'm already so fragile that I break easily
Oh,
medically. So I'm too scared to do that.
My bones pop on the regular.
My knees do, yeah.
That's what my knees do as well. The wall is nothing but white. Lord, please.
Protect us from this terrible place.
Give us this our daily bread and maybe some pine soul.
Maybe? Why a maybe? I will beg, please.
What? Are you talking about like, and maybe some pine soul?
We need more than a maybe. We need more than a maybe.
Ah, yes.
We
I
need
just,
a definite guarantee of pine sol.
at this point, just throw holy water into an air humidifier. Cleanse this room.
Yeah, God. With all the sins I'm pretty sure we're washing off, yeah.
Oh no. Did somebody say chiropractors aren't doctors? Because I agree. Why pay when I can DIY on myself at home? Honestly, real.
I love that so much.
I walk in the doctor. What seems to be the problem, Mr. Val? Well, I thought I needed a chiropractor, but then I decided to do it myself, and now my spine bends at a 90-degree angle. That's not good, you think?
I think the scariest thing is that my mother, who is a nurse, who has been taking care of me and keeping me put together until I finally got my own medical team to do that for her.
Uh-huh.
She swears by a chiropractor that she sees, and I'm like, Mom, please.
Mummy and Daddykins, please understand. That's not good medicine.
Like, did I drive you insane? Is that what's happening right now? Did taking care of me make you this crazy?
I am one of those people who can crack every part of myself, though. You and me both. Oh, hold on. Oh.
Oh.
My neck. Wait.
Oh.
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
Oh my God.
Does help muscle tension in the short term. Yeah. I have a very crunchy neck. Is how my buddy puts it. It's a very violent sound when I pop my neck.
That was extremely crunchy.
It was crunchy. I also have a crunchy spine. I don't think we should refer to spines as crunchy, though.
I mean, I probably shouldn't refer to bones as crunchy, but, you know, that was a very crunchy bone you had.
Okay, but, like, bones have the consistency of a Necco wafer, so, like, that is crunchy.
Kinda makes me hungry, honestly.
You can do the movie knuckle thing. Me, yo, same. What's funny is my left wrist perpetually always pops. Like, if I rotate or flex my wrist, it will pop no matter what.
Yeah, I have that too.
I've always wondered why.
That's why I used to have wrist stretches on my channel, but then I got worried because it happened a lot, and I'm like, oh no.
So does our client here want to
Especially
turn
with
this...
my...
Uh-huh.
Or,
Does our
I was
client...
just going to talk about...
Yeah?
No, go ahead.
I'm saying, does the client...
So bad, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Does the client want to turn this bathroom into a nightclub? Is that what they said?
Maybe? Is that what they're saying?
I'm pretty sure that's what they said earlier.
Oh, let me see the messages.
I have a suspicion it's because of instruments we play rely on left hands to play notes. I mean, I am a classically trained bassist of over 10 years, so my bones don't like to act nice when I play my instruments.
Oh god, they do want to turn this. So, glitter balls through the entry tunnel. In the main room, each of the sinks is converted into a drink dispenser. Speakers built into the floor for the deep bass. Cubicles will be turned into private dance floors.
You mean stalls where the toilets are?
Uh-huh. The
Where people-
urinals
Where people are pooping?
contain a different soft drink.
There's a no...
Hydrate!
No. Oh, but yeah, it's like... There's so much medical misinformation
hello.
out there. And it's just like... It's honestly just sad to see. Especially when you see, like, medical professionals themselves fall for it. Like, I remember when I was seeing my doctor, my current, like, physician for the first time, and I was talking about stuff that's going on, and we just happened to get on the topic of COVID, and he's like... It turned into one of those discussions.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, I'm like, how can you kind of talk about stuff like that and say that as a doctor?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I think the YouTuber Dr. Mike, like, did one of the big videos where just like a bunch of anti-vax skeptics challenged him.
Oh no.
It was an interesting video to say the least. That's all Rust. That's all. I hate Rust in this game.
You know, it was really interesting going to my cardiologist one day, and the nurse that I was talking to, she was asking why I hadn't, because this was during like COVID when it was still a big problem.
Yeah.
I could not get the vaccine until my heart situation had been dealt with, and that's why I was at the cardiologist. And she's
Yeah.
like, "So did you have your vaccine yet?" And I'm like, "Oh no," and she's like, "Good.
Whoa.
I'm glad you did." And I'm like,
Whoa.
"Oh." What?
Huh?
Wait, excuse me?
I would have been like, regardless of like if she was like in her 40s and I'm like 24, I would have been like, honey, no.
She looked very young. She looked younger than I was, and I'm like, what did you say
Honey,
to me?
no, that's not your place to say that.
I'm like, did that really just happen? I had to look at my husband and be like, I'm not having a fever dream right now, right? That happened?
That ooh, I got flashbanged. Oh my word. All right, hold on. Willow, I want you to tune into my stream real quick because I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let me.
Yep.
So that's what I saw.
Oh.
Just like the holy heaven, like the gates of heaven opened up and flashbanged me. That's how white it is, and just because as soon as I turned around like this, I turned around, just got hit with nothing but white, and I actually threw my head back because of it.
Jeez.
It was nuts.
Because I get flashbanged whenever I finish an area, because it's like
Ooh, this is
God
all...
telling me I did a good job, I guess. I don't know.
He's like, hey, great job, Willow.
I'm like,
So-
thanks, please don't tell me that again. Just blinding.
Like,
I'm
I
like,
just need,
oh, I'm so glad.
I just need the Majora's Mask, like, I need the Majora's Mask, like, bell. Just every time I hit tab, I get, like, that da-da, da-da, just, like, that bell that happens, signifying, like, my death is imminent. Where's Tony? Tony knows what I'm on about. If you ever need someone to yap about Zelda lore to, Tony's your person. I know nothing about Zelda lore. Ah, see, I was right. I've only ever played Breath of the Wild. That's the only Zelda game I've ever played.
I've never played any of them. I do like the lore though.
I understand not wanting the vaccine because certain concerns about the COVID vaccine not having been tested long enough to determine whether they were other ways to increase side effects, but the microchip thing is wild. So, here's what I'll tell you. I think everyone should get the vaccine. Why? Because the vaccine helps save lives. It reduces the severity of symptoms, and it helps the body fight variations in it. Now the thing is that yes, it was released very early, but at the same time, we kind of had to do that as a society because people were dying left and right because we had no natural way of fighting it. And the thing is, at a scale like that, COVID is it's a virus. It's not a bacteria. You can't just kill a bacteria by simply starving it of nutrients. Val, can you stream on the Switch? I can stream on the Switch. I have my Switch and I have it hooked up to my capture card. I will let us pay for you to play Skyward Sword. No, you're not paying me to play Skyward Sword. Besides, if I did it, I'd probably do it for free anyway. I'd probably just get the game myself and stream it because you're already doing the art stuff from the things I sent you. So we call it good. But like, the whole thing about vaccines, that's how vaccines are created. Vaccines are created by using pre-existing strains of a virus or some form of bacteria or whatever have you, and synthesizing it in a way where we're able to take it and introduce it into the body in a way that the body's able to absorb it. They get sick, yes, that's what happens, but your body recovers and you're able to fight it because your body knows how to fight it at that point. You've had COVID 7 times, fully vaxxed, because I have illness that made me autoimmune, and I need the vaccine. And that's the thing. And that's the other reason. I tell people. So my mother, 2021, she passed away from complications resulting from COVID. She got COVID, and she was in the hospital for 2 weeks where she finally passed away. Now, the thing is that my mother was about to get in her 60s, and she was a more heavyset woman. However, she did not have as bad pre-existing conditions to warrant such a degree of stuff like that. My father, on the other hand, my father has asthma. He has terrible asthma. He's had it since he was a child. So he carries an inhaler wherever he goes. The thing is, my mom, who did not have the vaccine, died. But she and she was older at that point. She, still older and whatnot. My father, who would have died like that's a death sentence. Getting COVID if you have asthma, that's a death sentence. My father, who was vaccinated, has gotten COVID like 3 times, and has recovered ever since.
Damn.
So, I already have autism, so I'm Gucci. Amen. I don't have autism, but I respect our autistic brothers and sisters and our autistic they-thems.
We respect you too.
But yeah,
yeah.
like that's the thing. It's like the people who like, oh my word, like I'm pretty sure we all have that crazy aunt that's just like posts the most like unhinged political like posts and stuff and things. You're just like, it makes you audibly go, what the hell?
Yes. God, yes.
You don't have that, the aunt? I have well, that's the thing. That's what happened with my mom until later in like the last year she was alive. That's when she started to really go down the rabbit hole of just right-wing conspiracy
Oh, no.
theories. Yeah. Cuz like in her eyes, freaking we have a shadow government, you know, the cabal as it were.
Oh no.
You know, Hillary Clinton, the Clinton Foundation, controlling all of that. Bill Gates wants to put, you know, taps or microchips into all of us to control, to you know, to track us. It's like,
Oh.
mom, what the heck? What are you saying? What are you? Yo, is that the Genevieve Yoso, the person who's gonna be the first guest back on the VOD when it up and running at the start of May, or not the start of May, but in May? That's right, folks. The VOD is returning.
Hell yeah.
My friend is trying to stay strong for today. Bless him. Wait, what's going on? Well, my mom still believes in vaccines, but basically every other right wing is no. That's awful. My mom actually wrote a thesis about the vaccine cause autism theory. Oh, Gura's graduation. Yeah. Godspeed, Gura. She was a real one. And how stupid the guy was that said it caused it. Oh, it's so dumb. We're gonna miss Gargura, but hopefully Senzawa will come back. Like, Andrew Wakefield is his name, and I'm so salty it's burned in my mind. Here's hoping she returns on her past life. Yeah, I think she will. I mean, she expressed that she loved doing music and, you know, and just all that stuff. And so, with the following that she's garnered because she was a part of Hololive, I can only see her gaining more success by being an indie. April has not been a good month to VTubers.
It has not.
Like, it's been a month of all time. Yeah, Andrew Wakefield
It's been a month.
Yo, guys, we got a stream, or we got a bot. Get out of here. Get out of here, stinky. Stinky, smelly.
Oh
Get out
no,
here.
stinky.
But yeah. Jen, I really appreciate you stopping by and then also being so persistent about the VOD. Nobody has ever been so persistent about it except for you, and, you know, I super appreciate that. You have no idea. Like, Jen here has hounded me, rightly so, because I did promise Jen that I would have her back on as a guest for the VOD, like, months ago, and because my life has been so busy because of all school and stuff, I just haven't been able to work the VOD back into my schedule.
Yeah,
So,
it's understandable.
Mume graduation. We love Mume. We love our owl girl. Isn't Mume graduated? Or is she still... Or is she like, is that coming up soon?
I'm a little old lady who don't know many big VTuber.
Were you really gone for a month, Val? Kinda, yeah. Basically, I only streamed, I think, once or twice last month. Or this month, excuse me. Like, I've been so busy with school and life. Oh, she's already graduated? Oh, okay. Which one's Doobie? Wasn't she, I believe time passed so
That's
fast.
a
Doobie was
that's a Nezu question, honestly.
because I've been keeping up. I just which one was Doobie? Like, she was in Hololive.
God, I wish he wasn't working right now. I would totally call him and be like, "So okay, I need you to tell me which one is what."
Let's see.
Some drink?
I thank you for the high. You know, I need to be hydrating.
Yes, you do. You poor thing.
Ooh, that's some crispy ice water. Ah! Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I think that was yeah. That's right. Doobie is Amelia Watson. That's right. I remember now. Just it's been a tough year so far for Hololive. Like
That's
it's been rough. It's been nuts. I'm not a Hololive person. I'm not a big Corpo VTuber person. However, you know, there are VTubers who were part of Hololive. Ooh! A lot of VTubers who are part of Hololive that certainly left an indelible impact on the culture as a whole.
so. There are certain parts of this bathroom that look like there's black mold on the wall,
Hell yeah.
and I'm like, that's probably not good for us to just power wash off and then ignore.
Yeah, you
But
be
it's fine.
sicker than a dog. You need to drink Mother Earth juice. Hell yeah. Mother Earth juice, I say, as it went through a Brita filter. Hell yeah, there's nothing Mother Earth loves more than her precious bounty being shoved through a Brita filter and said, yep, that's 3 times clean through osmosis. Not everyone has access to a river to just drink through. Oh, but yeah, freaking vaccines, man. Because it's a topic I am passionate about in the realm of virology and biology. It's just how people can be so against vaccines is beyond me. And like the biggest thing is the biggest thing you'll hear is like, oh, we didn't need them. Like, you know, humanity didn't have them when we were still cavemen. It's like, yeah, that's because cavemen were nomadic. And so anytime they got disease, they would leave behind the people that were sick.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Like,
but we died, Sharon. Sorry.
Like, I'm starting to wonder, do they want us to just abandon them in the middle of the woods and be like, you can't come out. You can't come out. We're doing this the way you want.
Like, about half a year ago, I took a class, which was very cool because it explained a lot about humanity and its evolution. And so, one of the ways humanity started to change was humanity in the first evolution of its life were nomadic people that they were cavemen that traveled from place to place. They never stayed in one spot because they were always on the move for food. And as they did this, they were just surviving based on just instinct alone. However, over time, they started to get smarter and they started to realize that they were like, hey, we can build technology to do this. So like they built spears and, you know, knives and implements for eating and stuff like that. And so at that point, the nomadic lifestyle started to cease, and then people started to then humanity as a whole started to basically just like settle down. And because of that, because of humanity's desire to settle down, we started to create communities. We started to, because of that, get sick. Because people lived in such close proximity to each other. And because people lived in such close proximity, you could spread diseases far easier. So this just only continued to grow as humanity was like, yeah, we're just settling down now. You know, and they're like, well, natural herd immunity. It's like, no, they literally, they see people were sick, they would not let them stay. They would then kick them out, or they would burn their corpses in a ditch. Like, that's what happened to sick people back then, is they died, and they threw their corpses into a hole and set it on fire. What it do, Colt? We're talking about vaccinations. But what it do indeed. It do. Like, did y'all want to repeat of the Black Plague? Uh-huh.
Do they want us to start treating them like that again? Because, I mean, I would prefer not to just, you know, watch them die and then burn their bodies, but if that's what they want, we can start going back to that.
Ah, yes, I love it when the thing that keeps people alive is controversial.
We all love that.
It's like... it's like diabetics, they need insulin to survive. Well, our forefathers and ancestors didn't need insulin to survive. It's like... Huh?
Well, that's them. This is now. I don't understand.
There's a reason why the average life expectancy back then was like 28. You'd be lucky if you lived to the age of 30. You'd be lucky if you lived to the age of 20.
Damn.
It's like people don't realize. You want to know what? It's like, that's another thing. It's like, man, birth rates have declined so much in the past 100 years, you know, past 200 years. We're going to go extinct as a species. It's like, do you know why people had so many kids back then? It's because people died so often, and children died so often, that they're like, so long as we have like 10 children, 3 of them will survive. And it's sad, but it's true, and that's what happened. It's like now, infant mortality, like since the invention of vaccinations and modern medicine, infant mortality dropped from about 60% to about 15%. And that's nuts to think about.
Yeah.
Good, let's go extinct. We can't afford being alive anyway. Honestly.
Yes, honestly.
Well, and not to mention, it's just like, we're starting to live in a world now where people's lives are being invalidated over the dumbest things. It's like, why though? Why do you care so much?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel cool? Does it make you feel good? They say South Koreans will be extinct by 2060 or something? Oh, well. Let's see. Let's see. I think what I'll have to do real quick is whip out good old-fashioned MS Paint to illustrate my point of listing of a few reasons on why humanity is this way. So, activities screen, that's the wrong one. So, indulge me for a moment, my wonderful chat. Oh, what is going on? It is just... Oh, that is just not working.
Oh no, did you break something?
No, we good. Ah! Spirited
Okay.
keeps throwing crap at me. Okay,
If
so...
you break something, you have to go in the Parawiggler.
I don't want to go with the Parawiggler.
Telling you. It's just how it goes, you know?
I've never been to Korea. I've been to Japan, but not Korea, and I'd like to go to Korea. I think that'd be a wonderful place to visit. So, there are 3 things that contribute to society's decline. Number 1, the rise of racism. The rise of racism. Number 2, the rise of, where is it? So it is two things. It is homo/transphobia.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, I think this contributes most of all, is the decline of women's rights. Where is it? This right here is personally why birth rates are declining so much. Racism fuels right-wing ideologies that push out a lot of things where people don't like to live. Homophobia and transphobia is simply a stepping stone to more racist and more misogynistic things. By showing that you can invalidate even a very small portion of the population, you know, because trans individuals only make up what, 0.1% of the population. They only like maybe 0.3%, and yet they are the ones who experience a lot of discrimination. It's like, you're going after the wrong people. Go after the ones
honestly.
that just hate people. Go after them. Exactly. It's like, why is it so hard to just be nice?
I don't know. Like it's really just baffling to me.
It really is. When you go after the rich upper crust, hell yeah, I'm all for eating the rich.
I was about to say, eat the rich.
Eat the rich. Luigi, where are you? Oh, that's another thing. As usual, FBI, this is a disclaimer, we're totally joking. I know exactly like that certain states are trying to force the Bible down people's throat. It's very un-Christian. It's partially a good reason why a lot of people look at Christians in a bad way, because they're getting stereotyped in for it. Exactly. Might I share a very important scripture from the New Testament that Christians should know? And it is this. It is in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 2. Basically, when giving alms, do not shout or be loud as they do in the synagogues, but do so quietly. Meaning, if you do service, or if you're trying to help your fellow man, or if you're preaching, don't do so loudly, because you're doing it for the sake of attention, not for the sake of because you want to do it. It literally says that in the Bible. Be quiet when you do it. Because you're doing it for attention otherwise.
I wish more Christians knew that one.
I do too. It's that would require reading comprehension, Willow.
Damn.
But with the way
But
the
honestly,
Department of Education is, clearly they don't want that. Ah, there you are. Like, I'm sure if you ask the average adult these days, if you ask them what a dangling participle is, I'm pretty sure they couldn't tell you. Y'all seen the homeless statues that are supposed to be Jesus in a cloak on the bench? No?
Huh?
I have not. It's as the people say. If Jesus came back today, he would be deported.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
One of those at my church, and people called 911 to remove it, but it was the statue. Dang, that's nuts. Church is supposed to be a place of rest. It's not hard. Like, but the other thing is the huge decline in in birth rates and population rates is heavily to do with the the devaluation of women's rights. Because, like, for instance, access to abortion care. You know? It's like, if you're taking that away, you're basically restricting what women can do with their bodies. And I certainly don't want to be like, I'm not the foremost authority on it. I don't want to try and pretend to be. I'm not a woman, therefore my opinion on the matter it doesn't matter. So, you know, but it's just like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just that
It's very frustrating.
when you invalidate a person's existence in their life and restrict all that they can do, you're not making the system, you're not making the system better. You're just making the people who you think are benefiting it worse. And, like, I'll be honest with you guys. When I was younger, when I was in high school, when I was in high school, I didn't. I'm just gonna say right now. Don't wait to down. When I was in high school, I'm not saying that I was like I didn't respect women. I'm not saying that by any means. I don't want. Please, no. I'm just. When I was
Continue with this.
So I'm walking on eggshells. Let me explain. When I was in high school, let me just take a step back. Let me look you in the eyes, Willow, as I say this, so you understand. When I was in high school, I grew up in a pretty conservative household, and so there were a lot of conservative ideals that. I love you, Cole. Sorry, he says, speak clearly to the mic for the recording, please. No, when I grew up in a pretty conservative household, and like my parents were like a mix of both. Where they were a mix of both of like they were conservatives, but they also had some liberal ideologies. Like for instance, like I'm a registered Republican, but that might change. And the thing is that in high school I had a lot of these conservative ideologies. You know, on guns, on trans people, on like immigration, on stuff like that. You know, but I was always pretty liberal about my beliefs in women. But the thing is just that growing up in that sphere, that groupthink, if you will, it's detrimental to your health. It's not conducive to what a young man should learn on how to be an appropriate human being. You know? Hold on, I just gotta put some nasal spray in my...
Yeah, go ahead.
Whew. Oh, my word. Sorry, so I just had to, like, preface that when I was just talking about that, so sorry. Hold on, I'm just gonna... That was loud.
Gotta snort some stuff.
Alright, yes, hold on. I was gonna... That was me using saline solution in my nose and then blowing my nose. Also, the bright side about, like, one of the really nice things about us streaming at this time is if it goes over and we want to stream a little longer, I can certainly do that because I'll actually have the time.
Nice.
Yeah. I did consume liquid, Tony. I got pretty conservative values too, but I also realized that it ain't none of my business. If I don't understand that, it doesn't mean I can't have respect. It's not that trans people don't matter. It's simply none of my business what anyone does with their own bodies. I live by my values and live by yours. And that's the thing. You can be conservative and still believe what you believe. It's understanding that they're your beliefs, not everyone's beliefs. Like, there's nothing wrong with being a conservative. I'll never believe that there's something wrong with being conservative. There's nothing wrong with being a little more liberal individual. It's just... you just be a decent human being and learn just basic empathy. And so even when you
as
say...
long as you're a good human, you know? That's the important part of this.
And even if you say, oh, I don't care about it, that's still invalidating. Like, oh, I don't care about the whole trans situation. It's like, why do you not like trans people? Oh, it's not that I don't like trans people, I just don't care about it. It's like, well, then by that extension, that's still, you don't care about it. But my point being is that this is why a lot of people just don't like the world we're living in, because it's becoming increasingly harder to live if you're not white, straight, cis, and American.
Yeah.
Exactly, Tony. I like waffles, so you don't like pancakes. It's like, when did I say that? It's I believe that's a false equivalency fallacy. Or a straw man, excuse me. It's a straw man argument.
Yes, there you go.
It's like, I said one thing and you just interpret it and bring up a completely different one. It's like, alright, buddy. A pancake and a waffle buster. Actually, that's wrong. I like butter and the waffle is the top. Excuse me. I hate everything about that. But that's kind of how it is for like Japan and Korea right now. It's just that it's hard to be a woman there. It's
Yeah.
very. Here, let me help you out there. Hell yeah.
Angle.
You're welcome. It's just becoming increasingly harder to be a woman there, because you're not treated with respect like a normal human being.
Yeah, it's not exactly fun here either. I had to have my husband come with me to my gynecologist appointment because I had to have him give permission
Huh?
for certain things that I needed done.
What?
Yeah, I had to have a male like my father or my husband, and only my husband, it could not be a boyfriend or anything, to give permission for certain medical procedures.
That makes no sense. Then why even go to a gynecologist? Like, OBGYNs should not be doing that.
It's because some of the stuff that I needed to get done would make it difficult or impossible for me to have a pregnancy later on in life.
But that's not your husband's choice. That's your choice.
I'm unfortunately part of the area of
Oh,
the states where I
yeah.
have to have that done. And thankfully, my husband, he's just willing to say, yeah, give her whatever she wants. Like,
And they're just like,
Oh.
oh, why? Never.
yeah. They're just like, are you sure about that? Has she told you everything? Do you need to explain it again? He's like, that's hers. Let her do what she wants with it.
What's up, my gooner gals? Okay, Bubbles, that's a little bit better from Monday.
And I
Pardon
went
me.
to multiple. It's not just that one
Oh.
that was weird about it. It's just the area I'm in, unfortunately.
I don't take two kindly someone dropping in my chat and saying, what up, cum dumpsters? I'm like, whoa, where did that come from?
Oh. What
You're not
happened?
you're not wrong, but like no, just one of our wonderful followers, one of my wonderful followers gets a little excited, popping in here.
Okay.
It just said
And
what
that's
up.
understandable.
I'm like, I had to pull that back just a little bit. A gooner gal, Val, sussy. What do you mean? Not okay. Why? So why is the word dick censored, but not the word cum?
Because you probably okayed it at some point in the past.
No. Well, then that's that's a 24-hour thing.
I don't know then.
See, Twitch is just inherently
help you.
misogynistic. Twitch is just inherently misogynistic. That's all I gotta say. You're just special. Yes, you are special. I need to talk to the OBGYN right now. We need to have a physical conversation. I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
Yeah, it was strange that I had to go and collect my husband because he was waiting outside because he wanted to play his games
Please tell.
because he brought his Switch with him.
I was gonna say, I'm like, please
And,
tell me he was like reading a magazine in the lobby, and just like, Like the doctor's just like, excuse me, Mr. So-and-so. Yeah, that's me. I'm gonna need to have you come back here and see your wife is some of the stuff about the vagina. The what now? You know, the vagina.
She's trying to make choices by herself. You need to talk to her.
Sir, I just need you to know that well, if she wants to do some stuff, then makes so you can't have children anymore. Okay, and? Do you see the problem with that? No, what's the problem? She's choosing. Alright.
That's how it felt, honestly. But yeah, my poor husband, he likes, whenever we go to my medical appointments, if it's not like one of my serious ones, like one that he needs to be there to help me remember everything. He's in the car playing on his Switch.
I just want to come back here. You want to vent about an anime bubble? Sure, vent about an anime. I would have asked, why do you want to impregnate me? That is a question to ask your OBGYN. Why do you care about me being impregnated?
Especially because all of my stuff that's wrong with me and causes me to have a whole medical team to make sure I'm functioning.
Is it urinary
it's genetic.
stuff?
I could. No.
Because the only reason why I asked because one, I know it's a very common thing among biological females, you know, uteruses and all that. But two, just I've surprisingly had several family members who've also had that too, and they tend to be urinary things. You know, I'm not trying to dissect your medical history. That is none of my business by any means.
Oh, I'm getting a raid right now.
Oh no! Take.
Hi, Tyler. This is a friend I made last night, actually.
Oh, that's wonderful. Unfortunately, I need to be married with at least 2 kids to get my tubes tied. Huh? My word.
Welcome in.
Whew, goodness.
Welcome in. I am Willie Tree Necromancy. You may call me Willow, Willow Tree, Goddess, Mommy, whatever suits your fancy.
Hell
Today,
yeah.
we are playing Power Wash and talking about women's rights.
So if you don't like power washing or women's rights, get out of here. Because we only do exclusively those 2 things.
How's your stream? I was actually lurking while I was
Hell yeah. We had conversations about things as well. Hell yeah.
Washing women's rights. Yeah, I was there for the truck sim.
Oh, whew.
But yeah, I was telling Val about how I don't have rights to my own women's parts. I have to have permission from my husband to get medical help.
Sorry, just reading the phrase hot take women's voting kind of pog. That is a sentence I didn't think I'd ever hear. Yo,
I am not from Texas, but in the area, yeah.
Like, women's voting, it's kind of badass.
Unfortunately, you must ask a man if it's okay to menstruate.
I'm sorry. In this economy, you can't. This America, you can't menstruate unless you ask him. God-fearing Christian man like myself, you gotta ask for that.
Yeah, Tyler, we have wild conversations.
Sorry, in my eyes, it's just a hoo-ah. It's
not this month, woman.
It's just,
oh my God, I
can't.
would love. It would be so great if I could go to my husband and be like, "Hey, can I have my period this month?" And he's like, "No." Awesome, thank you.
I can't wait to be married, and like I know nothing about, like, because every time I've been in a relationship, you know, my wonderful girlfriends at the time, you know, they never spoke to me about their menstruation, about anything like that, and I would have gladly loved to help in whatever way I could, taking care of her. But in my eyes, just like being married, and like you ask like the most innocent like Mormon boy that knows nothing about that kind of stuff, and
Oh.
you know, just they're married for the first time. They've already had sex at this point. They've had it like once in like a 2-year span or something like that. I don't know. You know. my point being is, like, you know, the guy knows nothing about it, right? And so he's just like, you know, honey, his wife just walks, just like, honey, I'm like, yeah, McKaylin. It's like, well, I'm not feeling good. You know, this things are not. You're just like, okay, well, you know, what's going on? Tell me. Well, it's my time of the month. And he's like, again? You had it last month. Just, when does it end? She's like, honey, it happens every month. It does? Yes, it does. Michaela, you didn't tell me about
You
this.
just hold it in?
You didn't tell me about this. I didn't think. I don't know what I think. How long have you known this? My entire life? I don't even know you anymore. So,
Oh my god.
but you know, like, this is how some people would react.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm not proposing marriage, but if you want an earful of wabbit stuff, like, hell yeah. I heard men go, why can't women just hold in their periods? And I never want to slap them faster. Wait, so soaking? Did never bring up the word soaking to me again.
Oh no.
Willow, do you know what soaking is?
Me?
Yes, do you know what soaking is?
Yes, I've been the bouncer on the bed.
Go, no!
Yeah.
Since... Is this with like a normal Christian couple, or is this like with a Mormon couple? I have to know this.
Mormon couple.
No way, I refuse to believe you.
I know that she was. I don't know if he was, but I knew for a fact that she was because I was friends with her. And
I have one of the few times I will actually say something about my faith, and I'm very private about it. I've never met another Mormon in my life, and I grew up in this faith. Never known another Mormon in my life that has actually just been a part of that. That's just been a myth that's floated around BYU's campus. That is a myth. No way.
She was. I went to her church and everything.
I don't believe.
I went to her church and everything.
No.
Uh-huh.
No. Wait.
Knew, come by my house for their talk and mission stuff.
Just
Because I was friends with her.
You can't do this to me. No.
To do this. So sorry.
Okay, so for those that don't know, hold on. I'm just gonna sit here for a moment.
I'm also so glad that this is for the Raiders.
Yes. I'm just gonna go back to my just chatting screen just for this. So, I'm sorry. Are we women allowed to talk about soaking? You're right. I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry. Go off, Willow. We are blessed on this day. We talk about soaking all the time, and here we're the participant of the act itself.
Can a man in chat give us permission real quick?
So what did you just say? Can a man in chat? Okay, so if for those in chat who don't know, for those in chat that don't know, soaking is the act. It is the act of. It is the act of when two LDS individuals, Latter-day Saint, they're Mormons. It is typically Mormons. It is the practice of them being naked on a bed, and they have a third person. They have a third
We're talking
person.
about soaking.
They have a third person join in, what I mean by join in is they have the third person. They basically guide the man into the woman, right? So that they're not making any of the choices, And then the idea is that the third person would shake the bed to simulate movement. Or they would just sit inside the woman. Yeah, it is basically being a third wheel in sex, but like not as fulfilling. And so, the thing is, in their mind, it's we didn't sin. We simply were just two people who were humping each other. Just were naked, and somebody else moved their bodies. We didn't do anything. It's like, honey, no. That's not how that works. It's the same people. It's the same people who are like, yes. If it's in the butt, it's not a sin. Gosh, I sound like Larry the Cable Guy. Never don't like the idea of Larry the Cable. Don't like the idea of Larry the Cable Guy saying, "Tell me, you all know how to do soaking? I tell you what, man. Technical virgin. I hate that so much. Okay.
Oh my god.
Have you seen the meme of the god being a T-Rex and can't see it if you don't move? Basically, if you're not in the butt, it ain't for real. The back door is a loophole. No, the back door is a... I love this so
much.
Tyler, hold on, where was that?
Oh, they were asking Tyler to give them permission, and he said, no, I'm good.
You are no longer my fave streamer. Willow is.
Aww.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Gra. I appreciate that. I hope I persuaded you with teaching you the hidden ways of the LDS pleasure arts. Eggshells don't sit in the comments. Oh my word! Thank you so much for the follow, Lama. Oh,
this is great. I'm loving this. Oh my god.
Okay, but I do need to hydrate. Do you guys want to hear another supposed secret Mormon loophole?
Sure.
In the wonderful city of Provo, Utah, which is about 45 minutes south of Salt Lake City, that is where Brigham Young University resides. Now, in the holy land of Provo, Utah, this is where some of the most, hypocritical Mormons live. And there they indulge in some of the weirdest sex acts you've ever heard, but say they're not sex because they didn't do it. One of the magical things that they do is called flashing parties. They basically get a bunch of boys and girls together, like yourselves in your 20s, and they stand in the living room and they have a designated light switcher. What that means is the man or the woman will stand next to the nearest light, populating all of the light in the room. They'll shut off the light, and they'll basically have a minute to take off all their clothes, and then the person will flip the light back on, and they'll see each other naked, not do anything, and just stare at each other for like a minute, turn the lights back off, put the clothes on, and go like nothing ever happened. It's weird.
That's a fucking thing?
I used to think soaking was a myth, but clearly my expectations were shattered.
That's a thing. Unfortunately, it's a thing.
I don't want to believe you. I don't want to believe you. Sound like an evil villain from a Nickelodeon show in the 90s? Honestly, for real. You know what technical virgin
if we weren't live, I would tell you her name and everything.
Jeez. Yes, because all Mormons know each other.
No, if you look up the Mormon church, I will tell you the name of the church here. She's the daughter of the preacher, the head preacher, whatever.
Bishop. That's even worse!
I will tell you this off stream. I promise.
They're the... Oh my word. Please. So...
100%. I'll give it to you. I'll give you that information.
Oh my goodness. So, let me tell you, it's always... So, in the Mormon faith, we don't have priests. Or rather, priests is a calling relegated to young men. And so, you know, they don't like preside or teach or do anything like that. It's just it's a different. I'm not getting into that. Basically, our version of a priest or a minister, it's called a bishop, but they are simply the person who has the most authority in a ward, which means that like a neighborhood or like two neighborhoods, all those people in that neighborhood will be in a ward, and the bishop is the person who presides over that. The fact that it's a bishop's daughter surprises me like little to none at all.
I was surprised because
there's no surprise
she was
there.
She was the sweetest, most innocent girl in the world.
Yeah.
And
Mormons are the freakiest.
then one day, because I was always the friend that they came, like anyone came to for sex advice. So I thought she was just gonna ask about like her first time or something. No, I'm like, you want me to have a really weird threesome? What? Huh? Also, did you find the spreader? I think you did.
The spreader? Yes, I did. The horny desperation of all these mythical horny Mormon acts is worse than the tales of Zeus trying to take women. Well, the thing is with the Mormon stuff, it's all consensual. Zeus was not consensual.
Oh God, yeah.
So at least it's because the thing is with the Mormon acts, it's still 20-something-year-old people that are basically both agreeing to it, albeit very awkwardly, like you're asking your date to prom. So take that as you will. My ex said it was because they were all taught to worship the steeple. Fair enough.
It was very strange. Like, I'm glad that she felt comfortable enough to ask me, but
all right, where's the wizard?
That's a really weird transition to make right now, Val.
No, it's just that. Don't worry, that was purely a joke.
This is a
the fact
so strange because we were talking about soaking, then spreader, then the wizard. I'm like, hang on a second.
My word, this is why. Oh, jeez, this bathroom is just awful. Holy cow! I'm gonna be a swab. Look, I'm just telling you guys this because they're freaky deaky, man. Like, Mormon individuals are some of the most repressed people you'll ever find.
Oh.
Like, they're yeah.
But they're so sweet.
They're sweet and they're very kind people. They're very kind. I also bought the where is it? Oh, come on. How do I tab? No, 4, 5, I. What is it? It's okay. We now have the Prime Vista Pro.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I kind of want to test this out a little bit. Got time for one. Ooh, we can start a little bit the Helter Skelter if you're up for it. Just a little bit of it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Also, I gotta say, it's been pretty wild having to okay so many random terms while this conversation's been going on. I can't even remember them. I just said okay.
Honestly, all of Christendom is just sexually repressed. Next time someone tells me they're freaky, I'm 100% ask, but are you Mormon freaky? They save anal for special occasions. What a thing to say! What is that even? What does that even? Oh my god! What does that even mean? Excuse me? Grawley, if they say no, tell them they're get on the right. That is just... I thought my stuff was the loophole. This one isn't only for special occasions. Well, just got promoted at work today. Time to do the you-know-what. I guess you're right. Good job.
Oh my god.
Good job, Brigham.
I love that you're basically just being like, good job, honey. Like, in this thing you're making right now.
Well, so, chat, I am a current, like, practicing member, like, Mormon. but like I'm what you might consider a Jack Mormon is what they're called. Like I don't smoke, I don't drink, but I'm certainly not the clean cut individual that a lot of people would associate with it. I'm just saying. So, but it's a weird contradiction, like or not paradox. Like within those individuals, clearly not, you cutie femboy. All right, you got me there. Me and my 6'3" body with the like 130 pounds of muscle that I have.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm very much a femboy IRL, clearly. So small.
I knew you were tall, like damn. Oh, another raid.
Hell yeah. The question is, we should... not a question. Perhaps we should move away from the topic of soaking and, like...
Oh, no. Arna's about it. Hey, Arna, do you want to hear more about soaking?
Mormon sex practices. Sex myths, if you will.
Well, welcome in, Raiders. If you need to raid and run, I totally understand. Aftercare is important. I am Willow Necromancy. You may call me Willow. Tree goddess, mommy, whatever suits your fancy.
Welcome to the freaky station.
We are. You're okay, Arna. Yeah, no, Arna's cool with that sort of stuff. I could say the weirdest shit, and he's like, all right. Oh, let me get a shout out for you. How was your stream? How you doing today, darling? Oh God.
Sorry,
Have you
I
ever
was
tapped
just...
into the game and get flashbanged?
Hell yeah. All the time.
I mean, you have it set to white, so...
yeah. Goodness. Look, it's not easy, like, it's not easy being a member of my faith, just because a lot of people just... They're freaks. Like...
That's a worrying statement for you to say while we're talking about soaking.
Well, it's like, that's the reason
Please
why!
tell me what you mean by freaks.
They're some of the most sexually repressed people you'll ever meet. Like, abstinence is taught as a whole in Christianity, but like, you'll never find people who adhere more to the abstential commands more than Mormon individuals. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Tell me about it. I grew up Catholic. But the thing is, there's strict and there's Mormon strict. So like there was my freshman year of college here, because I'm a senior, very much clean cut, you know, in the aspect of, you know, I didn't do anything. I was, you know, I still never had alcohol. I still never smoked. I don't intend to change that. But just, I didn't do a whole lot. I didn't do anything, you know, because I was just following everything in that. And, you know, there was a girlfriend that I had, and she was like she was cool and she was okay and whatnot. And then, over time that I started to know her and talk with her, she got a little more feisty, and that she just wanted to. Like, I wasn't about that. It's so like, I was certainly much more of an innocent being back then than I am today. But like, you know, I'm chilling
You
at
could
my.
be more innocent?
Yeah.
You're very innocent to me, Val.
Aw, thank you.
I want you to know that. You're very sweet and innocent.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But so the thing is that I was sitting. He needs it to stay in touch with his flock. May I interest you in our religion? Goth girls and fishnets? I am down.
Why is your religion me? Hang on.
Chat, Val is a good mean. I swear I am.
He is. I'm the lewd one here.
I'm simply lewd off stream. That's how I support my OnlyFans.
Of course.
Of course. But that girl that I was talking with, was hanging out with, out of the blue one day, she messages me, and she's like, "Hey Val, what are you doing?" And I'm like, well, I just got off work. I just showered like twice because it's so hot right now, and our AC is broken. Because I live in an apartment with like 5 other guys, and so like, dang Val, give me the link. Sorry, that's for tier 3 subs, and no one's ever gotten a tier 3 sub on this channel. I don't have an OnlyFans. I want to make that explicitly clear. I don't have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I was about to say, be careful with that. Don't tease some people.
Also, this sprayer is super nice. This is a very nice sprayer. But yeah, so she's just like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, I'm just like chilling, like laying down on my bed, just hanging out, looking at my phone. Just took a shower because the AC is like broken in our apartment right now, and I have the windows open. And she's like, "Cool. What are your roommates doing?" I'm like, "Well, my roommate," because it went over my head. Like when she asked, I had no.
No.
I had no idea what she was trying to ask. I thought she was just curious, and so she's just like, what are your roommates doing? I'm like, "Well, my roommates aren't here. No, my roommates are here because they're either like out for the summer or they moved into a different apartment that has AC. So I'm kind of the only person here." And she hits back. She hits back with a, "What if I came over in nothing but my overalls and we messed around?" And I'm just like, "Nope."
Oh.
And I was like,
Wow.
wow, so forward. And so immediately I was just like, I put my phone down. I didn't know what to do. I'm like,
You panicked?
yeah, I did. I genuinely panicked. I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to do. That's like not good, brother.
Oh, honey.
And so at first, me being like the repressed kid individual I was at first thinking like, well, maybe that sounds kind of maybe. And I'm like, no. Remember why you're up here. Doing that can get you kicked out of school.
Oh.
And so I was just like, hey, you're a wonderful girl and all that, but
Oh no.
I can't be doing that. And if that's what you want, it's fine. It's fine. You're more than welcome to that. But I don't want to do that. And so I'm just like awkwardly trying to tell this girl that just, hey, I don't want to do the business.
You're not into the hankly-pankly.
No, because no, at the time I wasn't. And so it was just like it was one of those things where I'm like, I did not expect that to come out of nowhere, and like, and I should have recognized the signs earlier, because like we were hanging out one time, like we were just on a date. I took her on a date, and I was just like, oh yeah, hey, why don't we go to this park nearby? And like, she's like, why don't we go to this park nearby? Because it's a beautiful day out, and sorry, focus on the slide. It's a beautiful. It's a beautiful day out. Why don't we go to this park nearby? And she's like, okay, what do we do there? And I'm like, you'll see. I'll have a surprise. And okay. So
honey.
So she comes over, and I'm sitting at the table, and I have a backgammon board spread out. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to play backgammon. I brought lunch.
You're so precious. Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, Val, what up, Jen? But like, I brought.
Oh my god.
Because the thing is, I had just turned 21, and one of the I grew up. You're going to South Korea next year? Booked it. Hell yeah! Congratulations. Because the thing was,
You're so precious, Val.
oh, you're
my goodness.
You're too kind. Like, so growing up, I would play backgammon, like, especially when I was in high school. I played backgammon like every night with my dad. My dad had this very nice, like, velvet like wood box, like lacquered mahogany box, like travel backgammon board that he would take with him to work just to play with his coworkers, and he would bet money on it. And you know, he taught me and my brothers how to play, and we loved it. We loved playing backgammon with him. It's like anytime my dad just got off of work and, you know, just wanted to just kind of hang out and just chill with us while not having to do like something so intensive because of his back. He's like, hey, you want to play some backgammon? It's like, ah, sure. And so at the time I just turned 21. And, you know, one of the gifts my dad got both me and my brother, my twin brother, was he got us both. I'm looking forward to it. I saw a video of the best good spots, and OJ looks so yummy. Heck yeah. If you can, see about taking a small flight, a cheap flight day trip from like Korea to Japan and make it like a day trip or like a week. Yeah, and so one of the gifts that my dad got us, he got each of us a very nice travel sized like backgammon board exactly like his, and that was what I took up with me to college, and or that's what I got like a week after. And so just saying, yeah, I have a surprise for you. She got her hopes up, and you know, she was wearing a little bit more like, she showed up, she's wearing a little bit more risque clothing and all that. And thank you for the follow, Arna, I appreciate it. You can throw Dr. Peppers now. I mean, you can throw it regardless if you're just here. And so, you know, she was wearing like a little bit of a looser top and stuff like that, you know, just a little more like sundress kind of stuff. I'm like, first off, sundresses, they're just goated.
Oh yeah.
Not the point. Point
Secret weapon, honestly.
Secret weapon.
I have a tendency for men who don't understand my hints, even though I'm very blatant with my hints. If I was more blatant, I would just be saying straight, I want to have the sex.
What is a sundress to you, Val?
Taxes.
I gotta choose my words carefully. In the way I was raised, there's a saying we have. It's called modest is hottest. I want to do the sex with you, basically. Well, like, you see someone in a sundress and you're like, hey, yo. That's, exactly, Spirited. Just, sundresses are really nice. I will not elaborate further. Yo, another Catholic? Don't get me started on them shoulders.
Oh.
Are those ankles? That's like a
Gasp.
That's like a conspiracy theory I have, that a lot of people with like a foot fetish tend to be like someone like Catholics or like Mormons, where they don't see that often, and the moment they're like, oh.
I see.
Think about it. They don't see that stuff, and the moment they see just a hint of skin, they're just like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm a recovering Catholic. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, she and I was just very I'd still been in relationships up to this point, you know, and I was well acquainted with like love and all that. Heck, I like kind of stole my mom's car. By stole, I meant I took her keys and like said sorry later to like speed going like 70 miles down a highway to go say goodbye to like my girlfriend, as she like, because we had to break up because we knew a long distance relationship wasn't going to work, and she was moving to a different state, and so I raced down the highway to go say goodbye to her, and you know, we shared one last kiss before you know, she left and all that. So you got another raid, hell yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hi. Well, welcome in, y'all. Let me go ahead and get you a shout out. Welcome in, Raiders. If you need to raid run, I totally understand. Aftercare is important.
Excuse me.
I am Willow Tree Necromancy. You may call me Willow, Willow Tree, Goddess, Mommy, whatever suits your fancy. And
Hell
today we are talking about how sweet and wonderful Val is.
Oh, you do,
while playing
The equally squeaky clean
While cleaning
gay.
together. From now until forever.
Totes my goats. Hell yeah. But okay, so that's the thing though. My country got colonized by the French. So we're. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Just because you say the French colonized my country does not narrow it down. That could be several. A lot.
Hit me with a helping.
Hell yeah. Neither form of Christianity was forced upon me. I currently don't worship, I still respect the religion. I feel it. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. It's getting cleaned. Okay, but the story's not done, Willow.
Oh no.
So, we show up to the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what a pickup line.
Helping. Welcome in. I'm glad that you joined us and decided to give us these lines. Love you helping.
Catholic and Baptist? Dang. Excuse me. So, anywho, yeah, so, because when I messaged her and said that, I was like, had like a nice little picnic planned. I brought some food, some drinks. I went to this nearby park with a pavilion. And so, like, there was nobody else there, you know, and that wasn't that wasn't on purpose. It's just, like, nobody else there. This was, like, at 6 at night or something like that. But in my town, you know, the sun doesn't set during, like, the spring and summer until, like, 8. And so, and so, like, she showed up. She showed up in that, in a loose, like, sundress and whatnot, just looking, you know, all looking good and all that. And me and my thick head ass, I was just like, hey, over here, kind of thing, like a Goku type situation. And she's like, go, Jen! Napoleon
Perfect timing.
Dynamite. Oh my word, I gotta get a shout out going. Oh no! Jen, you didn't have to raid me. You're too kind. Thank you so much. Guys, if you're not following Genevieve Yoso, please give her a follow. She's a wonderful content creator. And also, we thank you so much for the raid. My name is Value, friendly with Fembed, host of the YouTuber talk show, The VOD, which will be returning in May. And Jen will actually be our first guest of the show. If you need to take some time to... Follows are free. They are. Follows are free, but you get to throw Dr. Pepper when you follow me. I'm just saying. That rhymed unintentionally. But yeah, if you need to head out, you need to go eat, sleep, drink, be merry, rest, please feel free to do that. That goes for both the streamer and their community. But I am streaming with the wonderful Willow Tree Necromancy here, and we're talking about a very funny date I had my freshman year of college. Where I was a dense, innocent little guy. You love Dr. Pepper? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, hold on. Because people haven't been throwing them. There you go. Hell yeah.
Give
But
him
Jen,
the love via Pepper.
Jen, how was your stream? I hope your stream went well. Let's see, because we can actually do this. If we do that, we can actually see what they're playing. Marvel Rivals? Hell yeah. Your technique is excellent, says Kevin Bernard in the in-game chat. Wonderful. Thank you, Kevin. Look at that, Dr. Peppers. People keep trying to get me to play Marvel Rivals, and I say no. Because I know if I do, I will rage.
I want to say that, honestly.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
My rage is not worth it.
I want to see that so badly.
No.
I'll keep you alive.
I'm a healer.
Yeah, and I'll keep you alive.
I main healers. Or like in a game
I'm
like that.
DPS and healer.
That's what I do. I typically main DPS or healer when I play a game like that. If you want to see the mask fall off for just a moment. Ah yes, my innocent facade.
I mean, you are very sweet and innocent.
Ah, thank you. I tend to keep it that way. That's how I naturally am. I want to make that explicitly clear. Scream's okay. We lost a lot of games, though, but it's still worth it because we made a meme out of a player harassing me. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no... You want some doodles? I love doodles. I have no idea who Luna is in Marvel Rivals, but go off, Queen. So it is. Yes, Queen. Yes, Slay. Slay. Yes, Slay Queen.
Adorable.
Ah! I Phoenix. Oh, my wonder. Ah, thank you so much. You just threw Dr. Peppers. Fun fact, if you follow me, you throw 30 Dr. Peppers, and then you get points. You get access to points, where you get to throw more Dr. Peppers. Which is funny, because for 100, for 300 channel points, you throw 50, I believe. But for 100, you throw 25. So technically, you actually throw more Dr. Peppers when you follow if you do like 3 of the hundreds instead of 1 of the 300s, if that makes sense. Who's oh, that's probably
Dr.
Tony.
Pee-pee.
We love Dr. Pee-pee.
I tolerate it because I care for you, Val.
What was that? Oh, you tolerate it? Aw, thank you for tolerating it. But yeah, Jen,
Just for you.
I shall be getting the dates together because we'll most likely do it on a weekend, like actually, because you're 8 hours ahead of me. Wait, what is this? What is playing? This is like really good music. It's just playing like some jazz here. So jazzy, I like it. Yeah, I'm hoping to hopefully have the VOD up and running next week. So, yeah, it'd be nice to finally return to the VOD. So, because I have quite a few people I want to ask, and I just haven't been doing it.
Oh, also, do you want to explain what the VOD is to the people who do not
Oh,
know?
yeah! So, the VOD is my VTuber talk show I've been doing for 1.5 years, and I've had so many different... Like, I interview a bunch of different VTubers. And it's really fun because I make it not feel like a podcast. A lot of people like podcasts. I run it like a talk show, and I'm hoping
my God.
If I hear Val go, you must bounce on it crazy style, I will start. What does that even mean?
It's definitely...
Tony, what do you mean by that? What does that mean, bounce on it crazy style? Did make an appearance season 1, for those who don't know. Think of it as being invited back with new surprises. Yeah, so much has changed since then. So, it's a Sea Dog thing? Well, why am I not surprised? Oh, we weren't done talking about the, no, the Gourgeist! Ah, it escaped. Sorry, Willow, we were not done talking about the date.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, my husband just got home and scared the shit out of me.
Did he say it was okay for you to be scared?
Yes, he gave me permission to be scared.
Wonderful. So we just had to make sure the OBGYN was okay with it. For those that don't know previous context, a lot of medical professionals in America are still sexist, very much. Anyway.
And the Willow had to ask her husband to give her permission to get medical stuff done because our OPG said so. But anyways, back to the silly misadventures of innocent Val his freshman year of college.
Yeah, a lot has happened. So there's gonna be a lot. There's a lot for us to talk about, but you know, we'll mostly try our best to avoid a lot of the drama.
We could totally talk about drama though.
Yeah, but we can talk about drama off stream.
True.
Drama is
that could be your OnlyFans.
That's my
Special
OnlyFans.
content. We talk about drama.
Oh, I become a drama tuber.
Yeah.
Oh no. Please no.
And they have to pay to see that.
You know what? Maybe I might if they pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. If they pay to see it, right?
A T-tuber.
YouTuber. I like that.
So, for those that extra clean liquid in stock, hell yeah. So, for those that missed it, only drama, unfortunately so. So for those that missed it, my freshman year of college, I had this girl I dated, and I grew up being a particularly innocent little bean due to my Christian faith, because stuff like sex was something that wasn't exactly talked about or like encouraged. So that whole repression is something that, comes about because of it. So because of that, I need the long pole. Oh dear, we're short on that. Okay, well.
Oh my god. Oh.
You good?
Yeah, that was just a wild transition. Continue, sorry.
I see. So because of that, the hell is this song? Oh, my YouTube is just...
I'm listening to Take Me Out, so...
I don't know what that is.
Really?
No, I don't.
Really?
No. When it comes to a lot of more modern music these days, I tend to be very music illiterate.
This is not modern.
Oh, what year was it?
I'm pretty sure this is from my youth.
Is it the 90s?
I'd have to look and see when it came out.
Is it country?
I can send it.
Pop?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's pop.
Well, who's it by?
I'll have to send it to you. Let me hit. Oh god, there's so many tabs. Hang on. Franz Ferdinand.
Franz Ferdinand, like the Archduke? It's a rock band. Oh, they formed in 2002. Yeah, no. Early 2000s music, like that kind of rock. Unless it was like Linkin Park or something like that.
I also need to keep in mind that you're younger than I am, so...
I am, but I grew up with a lot of music through a lot of different decades. So I was blessed with a particularly musical family. But yeah, so for those just tuning in, yeah, I grew up in a very repressed environment, so to speak, without going into much detail into that. Because of that, there was a date I went on with a girl where, with my girlfriend at the time, and she was a very innocent, so it seemed on the outside, individual. And, I had gotten a backgammon board, because I love playing backgammon. It's one of my favorite, board games like chess. I love it. It's such a fun game. It's a game of luck. There's a lot of luck involved with backgammon, but also a lot of strategy and skill. And so the thing was that I invited her, or I texted her. I'm like, hey, and this is like 2021. I was like, hey, could you come to this park nearby where we both lived? Because we're both living in a college town. Like, could you come by this park? I have a surprise for you. And so she thought it was like a booty call, maybe? I don't know how to describe it. How would you describe it, Willow? Do you think you'd like
to go for the next step, maybe?
Yeah.
It's the nicer way of putting it.
Uh-huh.
Booty call has no emotion to it.
Okay. So yeah, so she's like, that's what I think she was expecting. And so I give her that message, she shows up to the park in this very loose fitting, almost sheer sundress. And I tried my best not to, look or stare. Well, actually, no, I was not paying attention at all to it, because I was so caught up in the gift that I gotten from my father that I just didn't care about anything else. And so she walks up. And so she walks up. And she's like, oh, what is all this? Hands behind the back kind of thing, walking up just like, hey, what's all this? And This is it. This is what? This is a surprise. What? Yeah. Yeah, this is a surprise. My dad got me a backgammon board, and I thought we'd have a fun little picnic. I'd teach you how to play backgammon. And so, here this poor girl was, expecting, like, the next step of, like, intimate, like, connection in a relationship. And here my goofy dumbass was just like, haha, hey, let's play a board game. And so the thing is...
Oh my god.
And so for me, I was like... I couldn't think about anything other than wanting to play backgammon with a girl I really liked. And so we sat there at this park where there was nobody. So, you know, theoretically, we could have quote-unquote done stuff. Because she told me that, oh yeah, with her ex, they used to do, like, stuff in their car, like she would... I think in her words, and it flew over my head at the time, she's like, oh yeah, I would ride my boyfriend or, like, straddle him in my car. I'm like... I don't think you'd have enough space for that, but okay. Like, why would you do that? That's very uncomfortable.
Oh no.
And I took it very literally. I'm like, because in my mind, I was just like, I was like, how would we do that in my car? It's a 4-door sedan, maybe in the back, but why? That'd be very uncomfortable. You'd get the seats lay back, even then. And
so sweet. Oh my goodness.
It's like I know about all that stuff now, of course, you know, when hindsight is 2020. And so it's so funny because for her that's what she was expecting, and for me I'm just like, not trying to flirt but learn how to play backgammon with you. This is all I got to say. Shut up, put your clothes back on. I don't want to see your feet. I want to teach you backgammon. That's what it is. It's like put your clothes back on. We're watching vintage anime.
I mean, that would be a perfect day for me.
And so yeah, but... like and the thing is, it was like, you know, as it got colder, I'm like, oh, you know, that's a pretty sheer sundress you have there, and like, because I noticed she was like getting a little cold, and she's like, yeah, it is, and I'm like, well, here, why don't you take my cardigan? She's like, okay. So I just handed her my cardigan. I just continued playing like nothing ever happened. And so, because the funny thing is, I was having the best time playing and because I love teaching backgammon. It's so funny. Because, like, she beat me like 3 times in a row. Because I made dumb choices. But at the same time, I was like, there were times where I was playing made dumb choices, and other times where like I just straight up just tried my best. And again, that's what backgammon's a game of luck. It's a game of luck where you only are good if you get good rolls. My sister and husband would give me crap for not being the partying type. Like, I like cozy crap. And so yeah, like, because I think she walked from her apartment to mine.
Oh no.
And so that's when she was just like, okay, well, you know, because I still brought food. I brought, you know, food. I brought drinks. I bought all of that, you know, and, you know, at the end of it, I'm like, well, did you have fun? She's like, you know what? Yeah, I did have fun. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. You know, I love backgammon. She's like, you know, it's an interesting game. Not my cup of tea, but, you know, I'm happy I learned. I'm like, that's great. I'm like, did you walk here? She's like, yeah. Like, all right, well, would you like me to give you a ride home? And, you know, so I gave her a ride home, and, like, I drove her home, and, you know, walked her to her front door, gave her a little kiss on the cheek or something like that, and then the moment that she walked away, and I just, like, I was like, ah, that's a good date, and I sat in my car, and I'm just like, shit, was she coming on to me?
Oh, no.
And, like, that was the moment where everything was like, oh...
Oh no. You're the same brand as my husband. Oh no.
So, like, and then we unfortunately broke up like sometime later because what I said before of, I'm like, for those that didn't hear this, a little bit later, this wonderful girl, like, she was definitely like sexually repressed because of like our religion and all that, and so, you know, wanting to do stuff. And so me being like the good little Christian child that I am, I'm just like, you know, no thank you. And like I get a text one day during the summer, and she's like, hey, what are you up to right now? Nothing much. I got off work. I just got out of a shower because the AC is broken. None of my roommates are here because they're either gone for the summer or they're out like in a different apartment because the AC is broken. And the girl was like, oh? She's like, well, what if... and this is what she said. She said, what if I came over in nothing but my overalls and we had some fun? And I immediately went like, no, we shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, honey.
That's not appropriate. So... yeah.
Oh.
So
You're
that's
so sweet. Oh my goodness.
But that's how that happened. And I'm like, because she wanted to go the extra mile. She wanted to go the further step, and I'm just like, no, I can't do that. I don't want to break the rules. I don't want to do. Oh, I jumped off. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Yeah, no, I just fell off. I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. What if we get caught? Kind of stuff like that.
Aww.
And
Yeah.
so I like chose not to do that. And I'm like, hey, you're a wonderful girl, but I think you're just trying to move a little too fast for me right now. And you know, I'm waiting until marriage. And we're not doing the butt stuff. It's not how that works.
Did you have to add that in there, or are you just
No.
being a silly right now?
I'm just
oh
being
my
a
God.
silly right now. No, I didn't have to
I
add
was
that.
so worried.
Not to flirt, but I'd share my crate. Yes, I looked a woman
Damn.
in the eyes and said, I love you, you're a wonderful girl. However, I think you're going too fast, and I don't want to do the butt stuff. I looked at a woman in the eyes and said that. You're exactly right, Willow.
I don't know, Val. I don't know. I don't know.
And so yeah, like we broke up, and I think she's married now, so I'm like, good for her. I'm still unmarried. So, oh, but what was that? You know, my dad says I think she'd want to paint with me because overalls are for messy art paint time. Oh, my knee. No booty loophole for you, Val? Sorry. This little guy follows the word of Christ. Ephesians 2, thou shalt not do butt stuff. That's all I gotta say. So, are you now a hungry beast in bed? Alright. That's a question.
No, Val is a very innocent little bean.
I never said yes or no, Willow.
I'm saying it for you. You're an innocent bean.
Yes, yes, exactly. That's what I am.
Silence. If you give the community anything, they'll run with it. I'm protecting you.
He's as innocent as to butt stuff. Damn, you guys really like butt stuff.
They really like butts here. I don't know. I don't know why. Butts
love
are
the
nice, but
Trima.
you know.
Willow sounds like the mom of the group. Yeah, that's why we call her goddess, mommy.
But yes, I am the mother of any friend group I'm in.
The butt is nice, but the eye, I hate that. I hate that phrase. Never I hate being literate.
Helping.
The ability to communicate does not mean intelligence. Mommy, sorry. Mommy,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry, Mom. Okay.
Are we starting this again?
Does it wink at you? But I was a very dense individual back then. Because
Did
like,
you
huh?
get over that, or are you still dense sometimes?
It depends on the person. Because sometimes I'll be intentionally dense.
I've seen you do that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's like,
Because I think at one point people were trying to fluster you. And
uh-huh.
you're like, what? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's for the bit. Well, it's like,
It was adorable.
Like, I'm not, like, a saint by any means. In the aspect of, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Like, I've lived on my own for the past few years now, not to mention, like, yeah, I've been around the world. I've been around, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know what I like, I know what I don't like. Clearly 2001 me didn't. Because I just wanted to play backgammon and I didn't want to do the nasty. But then again, still to this day, I'd rather take backgammon over sex. I'm just saying.
Understandable.
Look, until you hit double sixes when you need double sixes in a game of backgammon, sex will never be as good as that.
Damn.
Yeah, you get double sixes. That means you can move 2 dice 12 spaces. That's nuts. That's across the board. That's exactly what you need. But yeah, like with my parents, or well, with my family, I have to pretend to be innocent around them because they have this idea about me.
Oh, I see.
So it's just easier for me to do that. They know you're not innocent. I mean, that's their problem. Until they call me out on it, I'll continue to be what it is.
You'll continue with this.
Uh-huh. Like, that's not
understandable.
It's not my problem. That's theirs. So, got it. So, if we want to capture Valda, we gotta get double sixes. Hell yeah. It's the quickest way to my heart. Getting double sixes. Ooh!
I thought it was through the ribcage, but okay.
Nah. Rib cages are temporary, but double sixes are forever.
Of course. How silly of me.
Hell yeah.
I should have known.
I told my mom I took edibles not long ago, and she didn't react, so I'd assume if I told her I went to a stripper's club before, she wouldn't be surprised. Well,
Do not tell your mother that.
Well, it's like...
Helping.
It's like this. So, when I was in high school, I was in the theater. I was a theater kid. When I was in high school, my mom joked about it. Everyone thought I was gay. Everyone thought I was gay. And, like, they're like, you're just in the closet, you don't know it. Like, okay, cool. Oh. So, like, this is 2010, so kids were still, like, it was that intermediary period between tolerance and still homophobia, or, you know, either homophobia or, like, just, I don't know how to describe it, but I was like, stripper clubs are dumb, I can't touch the pretty girls. Can I teach the strippers how to play backgammon?
I mean, Nezu has gone to them and gone in one and played Yu-Gi-Oh with his friends instead of actually, you know.
Hell yeah, that's how it should be.
Paying attention to the. But the women were so fucking pissed, obviously, because you know
they were losing,
sitting there taking up space.
Oh,
no,
okay.
They weren't getting their fucking money. They were at their job, not getting money.
I'll pay them $1,000 to see if they can beat me in a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. $1,000.
Okay, I mean, if you were paying them, yeah, but they weren't. They were just paying for the food and drinks.
Okay, that's...
And telling the girls, you know, go to the next table.
To be fair, though, there's no rule that says you have to dance with the girls. I'm just saying.
But Nezu knew because he's worked that. He's been a stripper before, so he would know that that's gonna piss them off.
Hey, yo.
They're not getting paid. Yeah.
The
pretty
father
great.
has to preach the good word somehow.
But yeah,
Uh-huh.
like, goddamn,
No.
at least let one of them sit there and fucking play.
Let them sit there and play. It's in poor taste, is how I'd say. I mean, yeah, I will agree. Why would you go to a strip club to go play Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh, but at the same time, I wouldn't go to. Think of the stuff you could get on your cards. Like, that's why you have card protectors. I'm just saying.
If I ever get him to agree to your show, this is one of the things you get to bring up, by the way.
Father Nezu, I have to ask you this very important question. Why did you take your Yu-Gi-Oh cards to the strip club, and what deck did you play?
Love that so much.
Try and just sound like Matt Berry. My friend played Magic at a strip club. One of the girls is a secret Magic player. She's like, give me slivers!
Oh, my husband loves his sliver deck.
I like the idea of like a stripper walking up to me and just being like, so big boy, are you ready for the dance of your lifetime? No, I'm trying to figure out what deck to use for my next Magic tournament. What do you play? Blue-white? You look like a blue-white player. What does that mean? I will take my $50 and go to a different stripper.
Damn.
The silent judgment. She's like, not my fault you play decks like that. Maybe that's why you lose. I'm like, first of all,
Damn.
how dare you? Second of all, you right. But anyway, like my life, like how do I go about? I have not told my family about my sexuality. Like, because the thing is, they said, like, everybody joked about, they're like, oh yeah, Val's obviously gay, you know, he's just in the closet. They joked about that. And so, like, even my mom, when I was growing up, my mom was like, look, I love you for who you are, and if you are gay, I wouldn't love you any less. And like, I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, I appreciate it. And it's just funny because I'm not exactly straight anymore, but I'm not gay. And we've talked about this, Willow, I am on that pansexual grind. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And so, and I found that out through, you know, self-discovery and all of that. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't tell people about that when they don't need to know. But it's like, I'm if some of like my close family knew something like that, they'd like maybe shatter their whole idea of shatter their whole idea of what I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, to people like that, they just can't comprehend the gay.
Yeah. I love my family, but they're like, well, you obviously got over your affliction.
We prayed the gay away, and it worked.
You have a kid, you have a husband.
Just because you see me drink
a boyfriend, and I'm just like...
Just because you see me drink Dr. Pepper all the time doesn't mean I exclusively like Dr. Pepper.
I love my family.
It's an interesting thing. I'm sorry, your affliction.
My family never believed me, even though they got to meet all of the colorful cast of people I have dated throughout my entire life. Of all genders,
Yeah.
And they're just like, obviously it was a phase.
It was a phase. Being gay is a phase. Having
Like,
sex with
yes.
people my own gender,
Mhm.
you know, multiple times for like 20 years. It was a phase.
Yeah, definitely a phase. Fucking phase, yep.
At the strip club I went to, I found out one of the girls was a con goer, and I started chatting about anime. Sometimes some strippers are more. Okay, I've never been to a strip club. I'm from Las Vegas, and I've never been to a strip club, so I don't know the.
Really?
Yeah. Well, what reason do I have to go to a strip club?
Okay, yeah. You make good point, yes.
Not to mention they're just
Sorry, I've been talking to Nezu too much.
Not to mention they're hella expensive. And they go to a strip club in this economy? You kidding me?
Oh.
I would have said y'all manifested this saying I was gay all the time as a kid. You caused this. This is your
made
fault.
me this way.
You made me this way. I'm the monster you wanted me to be. So
Oh
stupid.
my god.
Next thing you know, they're going to say you're gay because you're on that dang phone.
Oh my god.
It's the dang phone. But
I
like,
could see my parents saying that, yeah.
uh-huh. It's so funny listening to families
They-
are weirded out by it, and here's my family whose best friends are gay, like they're gay, and I was more shocked by that than when I showed my when I showed my one gay friend as a kid. Same. Look, and like that's like that Willow is how I came to know like I don't like biting. That kind of stuff. Ah! So
By experimenting.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
Which, I mean, is totally understandable because the human mouth is just absolutely fucking filthy disgusting with bacteria.
Just people don't know how
Just saying.
strong. People just don't know how strongly they bite.
Yeah, it's why I say whenever I, because I like biting, I like being bitten.
Sure.
I like to do test biting to see how
Test
far is too far.
Yeah. Top panels. 5th tier panel. Which. Okay, that's the top panel. Okay. All y'all are biting. I see. Okay, so that's 3rd tier. Okay. Ah, there's the ring frame. My niece announced she was a lesbian at like 12. My mom claimed it was a phase because she was too young to know that. I asked my mom how old she was when she realized she was attracted to men. She stopped saying it after that. Honestly based. But, yeah, it's like, yeah, I know what I like because at a certain point, you realize you just kind of have to go for it and figure stuff out. And so that's how I know I don't like the biting. That's how I know I don't like the breath in the ear. Like the talking in the ear. I don't like that. It's just like, I don't like somebody's hot, like they just ate a double cheeseburger type
Oh no.
thing in my
Ugh.
ear of like, it feels like someone just blowing hot air in there. I'm like, please stop. Please stop.
Ugh.
Okay, so you know what I'm
Sounds
on about.
Awful. Yeah.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
We did this a long while. Very valid.
We got really into our talk.
I need them to brush their teeth before they kiss me. That's kind of a given. You brush your teeth before and after the relation.
Yeah, you would think. You would think.
Well,
Some people don't care about their hygiene.
it's like it's the first thing you should be doing.
You would think. You would
You
really
would-
think so.
You would really think. And that's the problem, is you put too much trust in people. And clearly they don't put a... It's so schmelly.
Oh,
Well,
it could be so bad.
I'm going to call it there. Are you going to keep streaming?
I'm probably gonna call it. Yeah, it's been 3 hours. We can probably call it.
All right. Who shall we raid. Let's get rid of that.
Well, I
music.
was thinking about going to
Oh.
my chat friend, Heebie She's my chat daughter.
Oh yeah.
And she's doing a friendiversary with Bravo, actually.
Hell yeah. Well, I am following them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind raiding out for that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I gotta get my raid messages. There they are, right there.
Let me go ahead and get my stuff ready, and
So-
then.
Does this mean I chew those boba eyes? You're not chewing my eyes.
Oh no!
Those are my eyes. Actually, this was a stream of all time.
Yeah, this was fun. This was something.
It do be like that sometimes. I blame the as soon as it was the soaking. That's what started all of this.
Yeah, that's what kind of set this to a whole nother direction that we usually don't go down.
We don't. It's I don't know how to describe it. Just learning that and finding somebody who's actually partaken in that is just nuts.
Yeah, like
Like
I will
it's a
send
myth.
you the church and everything.
Oh my word!
I'll do it. I'll prove it to you.
All right, then we shall have a quick chat about that after we. It's my whole world is just changing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you.
What was once what was once a fabled myth now proven. The soaking is real. Ugh. All right, let's raid out. Let's start to raid. Get out of this accursed chat.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see my chat tomorrow. 'Cause I'm doing some repo.
Hell yeah! I will also be playing Repo tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
It'll be the Vega, the Robe, and maybe the Marie.
Oh, so basically, sometimes the same people I do repo with on Tuesday.
Yeah,
They're just switching us out, Val.
basically.
Is that what's happening? Like
So-
on these Wednesdays, it's us switching out.
More or less. All right, well, let us raid and then skedaddle. So I will catch you guys
right.
hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll
And
see y'all
thank you for your-
tomorrow.
Thank you for your participation, Spirited, you and your Catholic ways.
Love y'all. Thank you for being here.
See you, Spirited. All right, bye.
Bye.